back to the Indy Airstrip Attack, of course, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, B85, I'm Jenny Saber, and I've got Brooke Barini here. Say hello, Brooke.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
You're supposed to say hello, Brooke, but that's good enough. Thanks for being here. Mrs. Barini, and this is basically the second half of day 2 of the Half Mile Airport Racing live from Marion, Indiana. We're going to get to some racing here really quick. All right. We're going to get some racing here really quick. Had a little microphone mishap there. Got Julian Bassler, Lamborghini, Randy Smith in the Z06. That's what you see. And hopefully you're rejoining us. And if you're not, wow, what a day, Brooke, huh? It's been amazing.
Absolutely. We have seen some fast cars.
Lots of records have fallen. More likely will be, of course, over in the underground racing camp over there. What did we have? Well, we've got a new half-mile world record, overall world record, and that's AZ Cycle Parts Mark Rau, 260.7 miles an hour. You heard what I said, 260.7 miles an hour. And my understanding is he's going to go back out for some more. So I'm pretty excited. Brooke, how about you?
I am so excited.
So you're going to want to definitely tune in. Get comfortable, get some popcorn, because it's a party and a race broke out. So you get to watch all of it. Looks like we just saw Randy there on the Aprilia. Lauren Kuntz, once again, another female in motorsports.
Very consistent.
Yeah, I heard a rumor. I'm going to pass it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. There's a rumor that Kennedy Marlowe might go for the overall female world record.
Wow.
Right? So you're definitely going to want to stay
tuned.
Right? Brooke sounds like she's going to be joining us maybe in Texas with her Alpha Princess GTR. Excited for that. Of course, your current half-mile female fastest in the world is Jessica James at 2:37. And change. So
now, Jimmy, what is Kennedy going to be driving?
She's going to drive the rental car. We put nitrous on it, so I think that should do it.
They say that the fastest car in the world is a rental car.
Well, you know, I think we're going to make it happen. I don't know, but nonetheless, no, it'd be one of the UGR Lamborghinis. I'm imagining maybe even one of Tag Marlowe, her father. It's a father-daughter team. Tag has some real bad fast stuff over there, so it could be in an R8, it could be in a Huracan. Right now we got Kennedy racing though, Patrick Kennedy. English Racing built GTR. 225 mile an hour pass. That was the best so far. Car's been a little faster than that. What did he do this time? They're just coming right out with all the big hits. What is going on out there? 227.16 miles an hour for Patrick in the street GTR. That's right, I said it. It is a full street GTR. Just imagine how fast that would be, right? Well, Brooke, you would almost know.
Almost. That is one heavy GTR too. It's full interior.
4,400 pounds-ish. And yours is like, what, 37?
37, yeah.
And then 5 feet of fury driving it, so there's that. Clint Hyatt in that beautiful Mercedes AMG GTS. Clint's been at 150.3 so far. Like I said, we're just getting restarted again here after our little lunch break. And I know UGR Underground Racing they had a lot of activity over in their pit. Obviously, they've had the half-mile world record for some time. And Mark Rau obviously chose Underground Racing to build his arsenal of horsepower. And they reset the world record, which is great. All right, that was Demir in that Audi R8, 173.5. Nathan Smith in the M5. Not sure, don't have the mile an hour just yet. Up on deck, though, we got Chris Williams, that beautiful Aston Martin, and Long Nguyen in the Lamborghini Aventador.
You say that kind of funny, Jimmy.
Aventador?
No, Aston Martin. Say it.
Austin Martin.
Austin.
I'm from the other side of the states. It's Austin Martin.
Aston Martin.
So that is the only Aventador that I'm aware of that's here. And oddly enough, the only Austin Martin that's at the event. So both those cars are unique in their own way, but love seeing them out here. Aventador, the 131.6. Chris and the Austin Martin with a 143.1. I got Jordan Sloan, BMW M3 CS, Jeff Rick, and the Porsche Panamera. All these exotics are coming out to play.
They are. They're here now.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of domestics earlier.
I wonder how many of them are running the unleaded 88, that obvious Indiana Corn Marketing Council advantage in E85. Oh, you know, speaking of which, we got a car here. It's a Honda CRZ. It's a stock 1.5 liter. They converted it to E85, and this is Ohio corn ethanol. So they're coming on board. They're just here to have fun, and I'm just glad to see them out here having a good time. When they get up there, I'll give you a shout, but excited to have them here for sure. This guy right here, a Nova. Nova was spraying earlier. That's Russell Hess. He did a 159.4. I don't know if he was spraying on that pass or not, but I don't know if he's got, if he's got nitrous, if he's got 2 bottles, and he's got the big ones. I don't know, but he's 150.2 for that pass, so maybe that was a non-spray pass. Eugene McAllister right there, CBR 1000RR, just ripped off a 145.2. Good for him. I got Gage Chapin coming up in the Camaro Z28. Gage been at 152. What's your thoughts there on some of these Camaros, Brooke?
I don't typically love domestics, but they're really growing on me at this race. They're going pretty fast.
Well, that's because you've always had a really fast import, so that makes sense. So I get it. It's kind of like that import versus domestic thing, but I think we can all get along, right?
Absolutely.
I think it's more fun with all the diversity. I don't know why I'm showing a 92 mile an hour pass for that Camaro, but I know he was struggling with a couple things. Adrian Melendez in the Mach 1, the 154 even. You can hear that Aventador all the way over here.
Thing's pretty sweet. Ooh.
Yeah, he broke out there. He was starting to do Mustang things, heading for the crowd. He's heading for the crowd. But he got it straightened out, so that's good.
Looks like it was still a decent pass.
Yeah, absolutely. That was in the Indiana Corn Marketing Council lane, I believe. 153.7 for Adrian in the Mach 1. What do I have coming up next? Briar Madden Hellcat. Bit of best of 185.4. 1,400 horse in that beast. That's Sarah Bolin. Talk about females in motorsport.
Love it.
She either, I can't remember if she won yesterday or was runner-up, but either way, her class, she did well. Waiting for a Grid Girl arm drop race. First Farmers Bank and Trust, of course, out here in full force. Quite a few customers out here from First Farmers Bank and Trust, actually. Big shout out to Tim Garrett, Caleb Swan, Rami Swan, Brandon Swan. Whole family out here. Love it. I got Tade Powell. He's in a blue Lamborghini. Tim and Chris Garrett, their father-son team, Jay's Auto World Collision Center, Sullivan, Indiana. They've been attending our Airstrip Attack for 5 years now. Thank you, guys. I believe I met you guys over there in the VIP section, so good to have you out here. Thank you so much. First Farmers Bank and Trust, appreciate the relationship. They have a giant, huge piggy bank here. And when I say giant, Brooke, it's like, I don't know, 12, 14 feet tall and probably 18 feet wide. That thing's huge. I tried to put a big coin in it, but I couldn't do it. So.
Good one. Good one. No, I saw that thing. It's huge.
It is. Yep. It's a monster.
Look at that chunky tire.
Ooh,
this thing's serious.
That is real serious. Yeah, well, it's, 1,400 horse, been a best of 185.4. I like that word chunky. It's definitely chunky. And we're talking the good kind of chunky, too. It's got some meats. You keep... I know we must be struggling with something because he's in and out of the power, so... And the other lane, Sarah's just massively consistent. Every pass, one after the next, within a mile an hour of each. 146.44 that time. Breyer letting out, getting back on, letting out about 3 or 4 times still. 135, so that's impressive to me anyway. Got Jeffrey in a Corvette Z06. 162.8 best so far. Christopher Craig right there. We just talked about Christopher Craig, I believe. GT 500. 1,200 horse, 184 and change. Took that Z06 downtown. All the way. 174.5 Christopher Mustang. Jeffrey in the Z06. He did finally finish the race, right? Because that Mustang was way ahead of him. I don't know if you noticed that, but 159.8, crushing. we're making a little competition here. It's gonna be fun. Either that or when they drive by, they'll throw something at me. I'm not sure which, but either's possible, I guess.
I'm gonna make sure I move out of the way when they come by.
Duck for sure. Well, you don't have to duck. You're 5 feet of fury. So.
Oh, good one. Short jokes.
It was just a minute. Andrew Wydell coming up, the Corvette. Craig Kaiser, that's Craig with a K in the GT 500 there. He was reeling in that Corvette. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting it done for sure. Where's the wind coming from now, Brooke?
Still cross.
Still a crosswind. All right. Andrew Wydell with a 159.3. Craig with a 154.4. Brad Blankenship, Audi S6. Been at best of 149.4. Scott Rogers, Z06, 146. So they're relatively close, or they were. $146.2 for Scott, Z06, 145.8 Brad, S6. Oh, there we go. The one-armed bandit himself, Clint Sweet.
Gosh, very impressive.
Right? He's going up against the Shift Sector Taxi. Indiana Corn Marketing Council, unleaded 88. BMW, they just had that thing loaded up with so many people.
They're all having fun.
They're having a great time. But Clint's about ready to do a drive-by.
Ooh.
I mean, I got to hand it to him. He did that single-handed.
Oh. Jimmy, you're full of it today.
Clint is amazing. Wife's amazing. Love having them out here. They're like family to me. Mile an hour, I know he's probably always looking for 200, but man, he's been real consistent in the 180s, which is great. I think that might be his new best. 181.31 miles an hour for Clint Sweet. They're going to love that. Woo! 130 for Bayless.
Someone's sleeping on the line.
Well, it looks like we had a little spin out there. Barry Malone.
Oh.
He's off course. I blinked, and that's how quick that happened.
Wow.
I don't know if he's running different tire pressures or what he's got going on, but he's moving at least. I didn't see the whole thing unfold, but that's the second time he's gotten really squirrely, and I will tell you from experience in owning quite a few of those cars, I'm betting he's getting ready to have an axle break, and I'm hoping he checks that out. Looks like he's out of the car, looking like making sure everything's there. We're gonna get him checked out.
Looks like he's good to go.
Yeah, Barry's been coming out for years, always fast. President of the High Ram Club. He's always mid 160s. Real good guy. Hopefully nothing's broke bad on that car. And again, I blinked and I saw him in the grass, so I'm not sure what happened.
I didn't even catch that.
It was quick. The same thing happened on one of his other passes where he started going a little sideways. Anybody that knows Barry Malone, tell him to check his rear axles, specifically his right rear one. I mean, I'm sure he knows that, but that's what that looks like to me. Got Vanden Vale coming up the GT350. Timothy in the Mustang. Mustang bin 136.8. The GT350 139.7 so far. So I mean that shows you just how fast Clint Sweet's going at 180. Here's two Mustangs. Indiana Corn Marketing Council. E85 equipped.
A lot of Mustangs out here.
Yep. A lot of Mustangs, and generally we actually get there's a Mopar plant not far from here, and so we generally get a lot of Mopars. We've got quite a few here, but I've seen more in the past. Vanden with a 138.1, Timothy 138.4.
I'm excited for this.
That's Greg and the Porsche 1400 horse. Already ripped off a 169.8. And a bike there. That's Maximilian, of course. Been a 161.1. Max has been chasing that 165 all day. Well, I mean, the good thing about Greg is he definitely went through the traps and kept going. His foot stuck all the way to the back of the headlight. I hope he didn't get singed. All the way down. Mile an hour coming up. Hope everybody's doing good out here and at home. Don't forget to check online at the airstripattack.co and get all your shift sector swag here if you're here, and online if you're at home. Greg with a 175.9, 159.8 for Max. Got another beautiful Audi R8 and Clinton Hyatt in the AMG GTS. It's going to get a tow from that Audi R8 though.
That Audi is moving.
And grooving, right? I just wish we had driver information. Don't have it on that one. For some reason. Probably because we're half a mile away from where they're actually putting the information in. It takes a little bit. The cars are faster than the info travels. 150.7 Clinton, 172 for Demir in that Audi R8. Matt Lee, that's right, 2006 Scion. You saw it right there. 500 horse. He probably only using about 100 of them. No, he's scooting. No, he's got tape all over the place. He's moving now.
That tape, I tell you, it adds some mile per hour.
He smoked that Fox body, though. I will tell you that. Brennan's been at it all weekend long. Birthday was yesterday. Matt, look at that. Just picking up the pace. A blistering 132.7 for a Saturn Ion. That's not bad.
That's pretty impressive.
What even powers one of those? Is it like a bunch of squirrels in a cage? I mean, what?
Oh, my gosh.
What even powers that car? I have no idea. Like, where do you go for performance parts? Do you open up the Saturn Performance catalog?
That's a great question.
Right? These are things people don't think about. Like, this guy's out here in a Saturn going 130 miles an hour. Like, are you kidding me right now? Here's Michael Rieger back at it again. The car has been going faster every time, 207 best. Let's see what he did this time around. Let's open up your Saturn Performance book, and like, I want that part and that part. I'm going to call AMS. They're going to build me a Saturn.
There you go.
Rieger with the 203.99.
I think it's the first McLaren I've seen.
It is. It is. McLaren 720S probably be 159 to 162 miles an hour if it's stock. Colin in the Huracan. Been a 207.8 best so far already. Colin on a pretty good pace there. It looks like he got out of it on the big end. Not sure why. Sean and the McLaren 720S. 164.0 for Colin in the Huracan. Let's see how far off I was on the McLaren mile an hour. It's like, did I mail order the mile an hour? What's taking so long? 159.9, so yeah, I was right there. I said between...
That's almost like you've been doing this for a little while.
Weird, right? Sean in that 911 Turbo looking for 200. 1,100 horse, he's going to get there one way or the other. You just got to stay in it. Like I said before, I think he's working through some challenges. Unsure what those challenges are, but I've called that car in the past at 200, so I know it's 200 capable. Beautiful drone footage we got out there. Drone operators. Brought to you, of course, by Revolution.com. Appreciate all their efforts. If you guys can hear me, thanks, guys. Dustin Bossy coming up against Eric in the Viper. Eric's been at 152.6. Dustin's looking for another 200. He's been 200.89.
Wow. That bike came out of nowhere.
Wasn't that in a movie? Oh, wait a minute. That was different. 197.5 for Dustin. Eric with a 149.2 in the Viper. See our lineup of cars coming up on the grid there. Whole host of awesomeness. You're allowed to do a little burnout there and then turn on and get around on the airstrip. And remember, this is not prepped at all. And 99% of these are 100% street cars. Very few are not. That's Ben and his C8 Z06. Unsure who's on the other side. Didn't pop up in my queue. Looks like a Challenger of some type. That's a great shot right there, going through the traps, right through the finish line.
Oh, love that in-car footage.
Coming up on him. I didn't know we had a camera in the car. Where's Jeffrey J. Hart? Where did he go? Is he there? Did he leave? Is he gone? No, Jeffrey's always in my ear. Juan Fernandez coming up in the 08 Porsche Turbo. There he is. Already been 2:09.99.
Jimmy, that looks like a great pass.
That looked pretty fast. What's that mile an hour going to be? Did he get over 210? Wait for it. There it is, 214.08 miles an hour. Gotta like that. Oh, I love this. He's got a whole bunch of fans out there too. Check that out. Hopefully they don't get caught up under his wing.
That thing is sweet.
I'm telling you, 218 miles an hour, sweet. That's right, CTSV. Do you call that a black wing? Or is that a regular V? Those at home got that one, didn't you? It's pretty stable. He has been flying all weekend. That's John Vanalik in that CTSV. Well over 200 miles an hour almost every pass. 217.3 that pass in a sedan. 4 doors and more. Are you kidding me? We got Josh Spence out here in a wagon ripping almost 200 miles an hour. This is crazy to me. AJ Rodman, 22 Lamborghini Huracan, 1800 horse, been at 208. Got a Mustang on the other side there.
Got a little squirrely up there.
He got a little slideways. He got all the way out of it too. Maybe he can get, you know, one thing he could do. He'll probably have to, you know, check things out, make sure everything's okay before he makes another run like that. Get a little squirrely. Dave Webster coming up the super stock. Kenneth, though, in that GT350 with a 176.4. Nice run there. Brandon Oburn in the GT3 RS. It's been at 143.1 to Dave Webster's 150.8. I gotta get one of those air fresheners. Have you seen those? There's a guy in the pits selling them.
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen them?
No, what do they look like?
They got like, it's like a picture of him or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's his name? He uses Mark's facilities every now and again.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, what was his name? It's just skipping my mind.
I think that might be my teammate.
Oh, you have a teammate?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Sunir.
Oh, Sunir. That's right. Sunir. Shout out to Sunir if he's still here. He's probably making his rounds into RVs and whatnot. Making his way around. He told me he's going to get one of his air fresheners. I hear they smell fabulous. So that's Tom Enos in the GTR. Tom went 200.45. Really turned it up there. I don't know what he went this time around, but 179.2, so he must have turned it back down in that fancy Datsun. Scott Rogers in that Z06 144.6. I guess you can call that a fancy Corvette or a fancy version of a Corvette, right? To the fancy Datsun, to those at home that know. And that shot, isn't that great?
That is great. I love this drone footage.
It's Barry Malone, Mr. Spin to win himself. Looks like he's getting it done. That he's in the Corvette. I don't have the Camaro information. Barry made short work of him that time. Barry with the 164.4, so he's back on point. Rob Clark in the Camaro with a 146.3. Scott Swanson in a Corvette Stingray. Bayless, there you go, Indiana Corn Marketing Council Shift Sector Taxi. He's been giving rides all day long. He's gonna wear that thing out. He's got more miles on the airstrip than anywhere else in that thing. I think he just picked that thing up. like a week ago. Miles an hour coming up. Swanson in the Stingray. What do I have? What do I see right there? What's that, Brooke?
Ooh. Is that a STO?
144.3 for the Stingray, 130 for the Shift Sector Indiana Corn Marketing Council taxi. Yep, that is Julian Bassler STO.
Man, these things are gorgeous.
Yes, that thing is really a sight in person. It's the most unique STO I've ever seen. Got Phyllis Ober in the Corvette Grand Sport. I don't know, but I'm going to guess that Phyllis is another female. It says Phyllis Ober, so doesn't say Philip, but it could be a misprint, and I could be getting the whole thing wrong. Smell that fuel. Ah, that smells good. Can you smell that at home? That's unleaded 88. Some beautiful E85 out here in Indiana. Phyllis with a 125.3, Julian 150.7. Tim Garrett up on deck right now in a Z06. Looks like a nice Camaro on the other side there. Got some special arm drop from the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. That's what you saw there on your screen. That's Caleb Swan. Of course, the Swan family, the whole family with First Farmers Bank and Trust out here. Appreciate them.
All right, we got a underground racing R8 coming up.
Yeah, and it sounds like we got Kennedy Marlowe in this Audi R8 GT. Kennedy's already been 220 and change.
Man, she's moving.
She is moving. Man, that's like the 12th or 13th or so pass that she's ever done.
That's crazy.
And
That's
look at that,
crazy
236.59 miles an hour. That is just shy of the female overall world record. Wow. Well, there was that. I'm impressed. I love it. Hopefully I got all that right. It's Tracy Clark, Mike Morrison right there in the Malibu. It's our veterans and wounded warriors in that Malibu, or on the side, I should say.
Didn't you say you had a nickname for that car?
I call it Boo Boo. He has been coming out here since the beginning. Love Mike Morrison and his Malibu. How about that underground racing pass at 236.59? Woo! Morrison with a 150.7. Tracy 151.1. Got Timothy Logue coming back. That's Vanden Vale on the other side in that GT350. Some side-by-side white Mustang action. Going around the outside. Mile an hour coming up for them. 136.5 to a 136.1. That was close. Another bike. Brooke loves the bikes.
I love the bikes, especially bikes against the cars.
Maximilian coming up against the Tesla Model S Plaid. Plaid's been a little faster.
It's that tape on the headlights. Oh, got none in this one.
Rami right there with the 175. That's a new best. Must have charged that bad boy up. 163.8 for Maximilian. I think the fastest Tesla that I've called is 180. And that was actually pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The only F-150 here. That's Mark Glazer. It's 23 F-150, 700 horse. He's already been at 142. Clinton in the AMG GTS been a best at 150. But, I mean, it's an F-150, right? Like, it's doing its job. It's towing that Mercedes to the finish line. So Mark Glazer in the 23 Ford F-150, 141.6, almost close to his best, 141. Yeah, 141 in an F-150,
wow.
Right? I mean, that's hauling all the stuff. Put some bark dust back there and get there to Home Depot and back pretty quick. Clinton with a 148.1 in the big AMG. What do we got there?
Oh, here we go. I love this car.
The FD? Is that
love
what I
it.
see?
Yep.
Get it all taped up. Oh, man. That thing launched. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's on a run. What's that going to be?
Ooh.
He's nearing parachute territory. That car was pretty fast.
It was.
Nino in the Corvette, he hasn't even made it to the traps yet. The other guy's making a sandwich in the FD. My goodness. Yeah, I was right. 183.22 miles an hour. He's going to need a shoot in that thing. Nino with a 107.1.
That's awesome. That is his best time.
It is. Yeah, that's a new best.
His or her. Kelly.
It could be either way. I'm not sure. Either way, bad fast FD, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a turbo LS swapped or maybe supercharged. I can't tell, but I'm pretty confident it's LS just by the sound of it, as it should be. Now we got another bad fast car here, right there. You're looking at David Perlman, 16 Huracan, 2,500 horse, first hit off the trailer, 251. He's swinging for the fence. He's going for the record, which now is 260. There's a flurry of activity over by the car. Not sure what's going on. They got him up there. Perlman's a capable driver. Beautiful car. What's he going to do? Looked like it spun a little bit. Not quite the launch like Mark Rau, but he's on a boil. Wow, he pulled all the way through the chute. It looked bad fast to me.
Wow.
Is it going to be better than 251?
Oh my gosh.
Whew. You hear that there? Well, 236.22, not sure. Still bad fast. Perlman doing a great job piloting that beast. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have a sequential in that thing. It's just...
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. They were trying that out. I don't know if it's still in the car or not, but regardless, nice pass, David. Great to see you out here. Ron Vale, GT350, Randy in the Aprilia RS V4. Little Mustang on bike crime.
Look at him go.
Oh, he's going
right around.
He's going right around the outside of that Mustang. That's daring right there, because if it was going to do Mustang things, right?
That's risky.
It's a little risque. No crowds were hurt in that comment. 150.9 for Randy. 134.9 for that GT500 or GT350. That makes sense. I thought it was a GT500 at first. That makes sense, that mile an hour. Jeff Rick in the Panamera. Jeff's made like 8 billion passes in this thing. And then Julian Bassler, the slower of the 3 Lamborghinis that he brought, I guess.
All right, here we go. Lambo versus GTR.
Yeah, I'd say definitely Colin got out of it early on that one. He's been a 207.8 best so far. Julian's Nismo 147.7. That's close to the best in that car for at least the weekend anyway. What's up next? What do we got here? Oh, that's that fast Corvette.
Pro Speed Corvette. That's awesome.
Listen to that thing eat. That's Greg Ibsen right there. Been a 208.2 and a 208. There you go. Now a new best, 210.67 miles an hour. Woo!
Sounds great too.
Oh, it does sound good.
It's wicked.
Of course, I know I got bad boy Morris Malone watching at home. I think at this point his rear-wheel drive record is pretty secure for the moment, but I know he's going through a bunch of changes in the car. Going to re-debut, I guess, out at the Texas event. So that'll be fun. Got Aldo out there in the Lamborghini Huracan right now, 210 best so far. Sounds like he was, not like he was having something going on, but he definitely got out of it. I've been duped. I've been duped, Mark. I've been duped. It's Marisol right there, top down in the Mercedes AMG. My earpiece keeps coming out. Who was on the other side, Brooke? I didn't catch who that was.
I didn't catch that either.
It appears as though our systems are, at least on our screen, is going a little slower. We are, you know, a half mile away from where they're sending us that signal, so not surprised. 150.8, and then Jonathan Thomas 149. All right, I got Brad Moffitt in a CRZ. It's from Ohio Corn Ethanol. Great to have him on board here. The stock 1.5 liter converted to E85. They're just out here to have a good time, which it looks like they're having a good time. Ohio Corn Ethanol in the house. Look at it go. Beautiful car. Saw it over here just a short couple hours ago. And that's a 1.5 liter converted to Ohio Corn Ethanol E85. So again, they're just out here having a great time. Great to have them out here. Look at that. Almost broke 100. 94.1. You know, that's something we could probably do and see if we could do to help them go faster if they wanted to go faster. Cold air kit. Anybody have some duct tape? Nitrous? Got some? Oh boy. Fifth Jen Harper out there, and Tim Garrett in the Z06 next to her. Looks like Jennifer decided to go with the convertible top-up option. Get the mile an hour back because it seemed like it slowed down some. 153.4, 156.4 for the Z06. Christopher Burke, now this thing's been fast, real fast as a matter of fact.
Sure looks fast.
Mm-hmm. been 2:18.6. I know. I think he's been faster than that at one of the other events. I'd have to ask him again. Well, he's definitely on it. Whoa, Christopher. Save some for the rest of us. Oh my gosh. What was, there you go. 223.66 miles an hour.
Man.
Whoa. I know in California they were, it was Christopher and Kennedy were going back and forth and back and forth. So great. Here's another fast Viper right here. Jaddy Gill coming back. Ripped off a 2:10.5 last pass. That's a General Lee Viper.
Love these Calvo Vipers.
Yeah, this one's kind of special because this kind of is the first one that put him on the map. So they've been.
Looks like he got out of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty big build, and I know that they were coming out here to just do some shakedown runs and figure out where they needed to make some changes. So always good to see Jaddy out here, and Colin, of course, Ninja Tuning. He's the secret and the key behind the keyboard on the Calvo Vipers. Does a fantastic job. Got Jessica James coming back, probably looking for 200 anything in that Lamborghini Huracan of Julian's.
And she's close.
Close.
Looked like a solid pass.
What's the mile an hour? What's it going to be?
There we go. 2:01.88. Jessica James.
Nicely done. That is the standing current right now, and not by much anymore.
Wow.
Fastest female in the half at 2:37, so just driving a different car. Love seeing it. David Pitzer, wow, that's going to be a race right here. Clint Sweet, One Arm Bandit, GT 500, David Pitzer, Viper GTS. He got out of it again, though, it sounds like. It's crazy to watch Clint Sweet's front end drop down that low as soon as he gets off the loud pedal. It's crazy to me. It takes a dip. It looks like it dives 2 feet. 180.65. I tell you what, I really got to hand it to him. He got it done at 180.6. He's very consistent. Nathan Smith, M5, Peter in the Corvette. What is that on the back of that Corvette, Brooke? Is that some kind of like...
It's a
remote control antenna?
No, it's a 360 camera.
Is he driving that from the pits? Is that what that is? I didn't even know you could do that. Well, it wouldn't be as much fun, but you'd never get hurt.
That's true.
Unless you ran over yourself. 166.9 for Peter's Corvette. Nathan in the M5 don't have a mile an hour just yet. Got another, it looks like another
Oh,
Viper.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
The fastest Subaru on the property.
Also, the only Subaru on the property. But this one specifically is fast. And it hasn't needed head gaskets yet.
You see, he folded those mirrors in for aerodynamics.
Yeah, that's right. That's going to help him, actually. Dave Johnson, that Forester XT, 140.8 miles an hour. Going up against Eric's Viper, been a best of 152. So really, how does that feel when you're in a Viper? You look at the rearview mirror, there's a Subaru right there.
Oh, man.
147 for the Viper. Did the mirror tuck help Johnson? Wait for it. Still waiting for it. There's Indiana Corn Marketing Council's Mustang.
141.
There you go,
I think
Brooke.
That's his best.
It is his best. He did a fantastic job. I can guarantee you right now his head gaskets are hating life. Thing's got 500 horse, or 550 horse, actually. Right now, we got Indiana Corn Marketing Council. That's Glenn Griffiths, GT 500. He's been at 168.7. And he's going right around that AMG GT. Almost right there at the flags. You can see it there. Oh, there's a bike.
That thing looks so mean.
It does. That swing arms all the way back there. 139.6 Glenn Mustang, and that's in that Indiana Corn Marketing Council Mustang. Chad with the 151 in the AMG. We got the Busa. I think that's a Busa up there. That's Joel Morrell, yep, and Charles Morrell. Joel's, of course, in the ZX14. They've got those bikes stretched out. They look like limo bikes, if that's a thing. Both of them look wicked. 173.9 Charles, 169.4 Joel in the Cowie. You know, that Subaru just went by us and it sounded like a stock Subaru when it went by.
It did.
Actually, it did.
It's a sleeper.
It's a total sleeper.
Yeah, total sleeper.
Oh my gosh. Imagine pulling up the light next to that. Next thing you know, you're just reevaluating your life decisions. Did the Subaru Forester just take me? Why did I buy this new Corvette? That couldn't be. Let's do that again. Oh, he embarrassed me again. That's Ben Stoner, GT350. He's been 163.2 in that car. Jeff Rick, Panamera, 141.9. Panamera's...
He's been making some laps.
Yeah, they've been making some laps. Ben just finished up his personal Fox body. It's real nice. Can't wait.
You know who I haven't seen today is the Buchanans.
Yeah, where are the Buchanans?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had all the fun yesterday. Jeff with 139.4. Ben, I don't know. I'm not sure where that's at. Nick Kozel in the 911. I don't think I've called that one yet. Greg Goatley in the Dodge Hellcat Red Eye Special Edition jailbreak version. I mean, they put a lot of names in the Mopar product line, I tell you what. Nick Kozel in that Porsche 151.9. Gary in the Hellcat Red Eye Jailbreak Free Edition.
Now that's a mean looking Corvette.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's Mike McCarley's ZR1. That thing gets it done. Tesla right there. Hellcat Red Eye did 154, just for the record. McCarley's 1,200 horse vet, been a best of 187.3. Peter deep staging him there. Just taunting him.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Wow.
quite the launch. You could say he just had that Corvette for launch.
You are full of them, Jimmy.
He got a little sideways there, and the ZR1 pulled all the way out of it. Probably a good thing, too, because that looked a little scary. Speaking of scary, I got a real bad, fast Camaro coming up. McCarley pulled out to a 133.4. Peter in that Tesla, 174.2. But all bets are off. There you go. That's Clark Rosenthal. Clark's last pass was 215.3. Looks like he...
That explains the tape.
Yeah, it looks like he got out of it. He's pulling in early. Not sure what happened. I don't know if he just didn't like the launch or... We'll get him a taco when he comes by. He pulled off. I mean, he might have broke something. I'm not really sure. He is stopped, but he's on the halfway point. That is him still sitting there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Maybe the fire...
Hey, he did the right thing.
He did the right thing. Clark's a pro, man. That's Lakeland right there, one of our grid girls. See the two-way radios. That's all in all of our ears and everything going on. Race ops. Arm drops. Andrew Weidel in the Corvette, Adrian in the Mustang Mach-1. Only about 4 miles an hour separate these two, and that's why you're seeing them side by side.
Wow. Now that was a good race.
It's funny, they both make the same amount of power too. Claimed anyway, on their entry form. 650. 159.2 in the Corvette, 151.6 in the Mustang. I think the Corvette's just a little slipperier. Look at that line of cars.
Looks like we got the top up in the AMG.
Yeah, got the top up this time. Want to get that mile, got to get that MPH. And there's, is that Pat? It is, that's Patrick Durham. Fastest bike I've ever called in the half mile. Last event, 235 miles an hour. That man on that bike.
That is insane. Can you imagine that? Going that fast on a bike?
I cannot. I absolutely.
That in a car alone is impressive. Now on a bike, it's something else.
You can see getting some help there. I believe that's, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe that's his wife. Obviously, they're a team. It's pretty amazing. Remember, 235 miles an hour. Looks like he got out of it for whatever reason, but 235 miles an hour on two wheels. I mean, that's why I've nicknamed him the two-wheel terror. Not sure what he's got going on. Hopefully everything's okay. I can't tell if it's running or not. So yeah, hopefully everything's okay there. I don't hear it running, so.
All right, Marisol.
Yeah.
Got the top up. Let's see if we can improve on that mile per hour.
We gotta
152
get that
best right now.
Yeah, gotta get that MPH. Jonathan Thomas in the Audi R8 next. 149.3 best. It's a lot closer than I would have figured. Look at that.
Yeah.
A mile an hour would be interesting on these two. I bet it's going to be closer than we would have thought. Yeah, 147 for the Audi, 152.9 for the AMG, which is also a new best. So putting
It is a new best.
Yeah, putting the top up.
Top up must help.
It must have helped. More aerodynamics. That's with an X. Oh, we got Brandon Swan, GTR. Of course, Brandon and Rami Swan, both First Farmers Bank and Trust customers. Appreciate that. The whole Swan family. So big shout out to First Farmers Bank and Trust and the Swans, of course. They're all out here. Rami with a 174.6. Brandon in the GT.
You're killing me with that, Jimmy. Killing me.
I love my fancy Datsuns. What can I say? So much so that I had license plate frames that say fancy Datsun.
Ooh, getting a little squirrely.
That was all kinds of squirrely. What is that, a BMW?
Yeah. Looks like an M.
M4. Sneaky on Rick Wareham's Corvette, though. He's almost been 200. What did he get that time? Brandon Swan's GTR, that last one was 158.8. Rick in the Corvette just ripped off a 197.7.
Wow, that's close.
Dang. Caleb there got all squirrely. 450 horse of BMW M Grunt. I don't have the mile an hour just yet on that. What do I have on deck? got David Pitzer and Steve McNew. That's McNew, or Mock McNew.
Something about those Vipers, Jimmy. I love them.
They hunker down. They have a look to them and a sound to them that's like no other. It's very unique. And I'm telling you, when you see one that goes 220, 230 miles an hour, it's wild, to say the least. I think Calvo owns a good amount of records, and of course so does Nth Moto. Nth Moto does a fantastic job with Vipers. Big shout out to them as well. They've got one of their customer cars out here doing a fantastic job. And of course, what did Pitzer do that time? It seems like he felt like he kind of got out of it. I'm not sure what that was all about. Looks like we're getting something checked out on the airstrip. You know, you can fill up with a fuel that's great for your engine, great for the environment, and great for your wallet. E85 is engine smart, earth kind, and it actually smells really good. Just want to throw that out there. Find E85 Flex Fuel near you at incorn.org/ethanol. Do it, and do it now. I'm telling you right now, E85 is the future. Corn-based fuels, ethanol is the way to go. And of course, we are in ethanol, like the Mecca, right? The whole capital of ethanol out here in beautiful Marion, Indiana. Hence the Indiana Corn Marketing Council. Did you get a chance to meet anybody, Brooke, over from the Indiana Corn Marketing Council?
No, I have not yet, but I'm gonna have to go over and say hi.
I think they should sponsor you.
That'd be awesome.
In you know what I mean, with the Alpha Princess, right?
She runs corn.
She runs corn. There you go. There's your opportunity.
Exclusively.
There's your opportunity, Indiana Corn Marketing Council. You heard it here first. We're good to go right now. Track is clear, so we're going to get back to some racing. Got Julian Bassler's STO. That thing's gorgeous. I think it has 330 miles on it now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not joking. And we got the Shift Sector Indiana Corn Marketing Council BMW taxi cab.
Fully loaded down.
Very much so. He's been, as always, Mark will be making passes all weekend long. If you're here live, you could probably get a ride. We could try it at home. It might get weird, but probably for the rides it'd be much best if you were here. But we do have some cameras for ride-alongs, don't we, Brooke?
We do. I need to see more of those.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. We're going to have to get that done. I want to get one on the Alpha Princess and see all the stuff that goes on going fast like you go, because I've never been that fast. So.
I don't know. My buddy Peter over here, he built it pretty nice, and it's pretty smooth. It's uneventful in there.
Oh, you say that now, and then you got another quarter mile to go. Yeah, uneventful. Good. I've seen you launch that thing. John Moore, Jesse Wilson. Jesse's in the Hellcat. John and the Z06 mile an hour coming up. Beautiful shot, drone footage right there down the airstrip. Looks like I got another bike coming up. That's Charles Morrell. John with a 164.8 in the Corvette. Jesse with a 173.4. Got Charles Morrell in the Busa looking for another 200 anything. Yeah, you know, one of the things a fan had brought to my attention, we got Julian Bassler's got some cars. He set up a really good female kind of a runoff in a few of his cars. It'd be great if we had in-car shots of that for our live stream.
That would be so cool.
I don't even know if that's possible, but to the Revolution.com team that's hopefully listening, you maybe you can set that up. I don't know. Get with Bassler and the ladies that are going to be doing. I'm not sure which ladies. This is Natasha and no. Sana?
Lady Zilla. Yep.
Lady Zilla.
over
Oh,
there.
well, she's already been fast. Come on. Lady
Technically,
Zilla's
she's
been
faster
200
than I am.
plus. Been 200 plus, right? 200 on the dot. Was it 200? Oh.
No
Very
way.
Nice. Very nice.
That's awesome.
Here comes Briar Madden. I think he's turned the heat up in that Hellcat.
Shoo.
He was definitely on a pass.
That front end lift was wild.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on a pass. He's been at 185.4 before, but 187.1. Yeah, that did look fast. Panamera went 140.01. Seth Moore coming up in the Camaro. So, yeah, we'll see if we can get that hooked up. I don't know, but I'm going to try anyway. Seth Moore in the Camaro SS. Sean Napier in the other Camaro on the other side there. $148.7 Sean Camaro. Probably, I don't know if you can hear any of the wind. My microphone got Jessica Hassing coming back. Jessica went at 207.9. I think that's a new best for her. She was shooting for 230. They're still working out some stuff on their new setup. Sounded like she was. That sounded odd, didn't it?
It did sound odd.
Yeah, sound like
in it, out of it, back in it.
That's right. You know, she was in it, out of it, in of it, out of it, and at the end, she went all the way in. Fantastic job. But mile an hour, I guess I should probably get that 187.03, and like I said, that car's 200 plus capable. Did a 207.9. So Jessica, no slouch, trying to get it done. Work out some new setup stuff, which it sounds like they're going through. Got Julian Bassler, well, two of his three Lamborghinis that are out here.
I wonder how he drives both at once.
I always wondered that, you know, because I couldn't figure it out before I met him. So for everybody that's here, and obviously those at home watching, we have 20 minutes before the finals cutoff. So if you're going to make a run, and you want to get, if you want to make a run and it's faster, or you know where you stand in your standings on the championship and today's finals, you have 20 minutes to make your final run to advance into the finals. So you know where you stand. If you don't, go see Nicene. Thank you, Nicene, by the way. 20 minutes for everyone here before we cut off to go to the finals. That's Long Nguyen in the Aventador, the only Aventador out here, 150.8 that time. And Jody Baez, not sure what's going on there, 1,200 horse Porsches. Did 190 off the trailer. Not sure what the dealio is.
Love this Nismo. One of 6 in this color. Another Julian car.
That's amazing.
Is he cleared?
Yes, now. That's Peter in the Model S Plaid Extreme Edition. You can hear that thing. Sounds like a spaceship coming in.
It does.
Like, what the heck?
A plane landing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It really does sound like that.
It does. Wild. 173.4 for Peter in the Tesla. Bassler's Nismo. We'll call it as a 148.9. Nick Kazul in the 911 Porsche. One hit so far, 151.9. 5th gen Jennifer Harper right there. Jennifer's made like 8 bazillion passes, which is always awesome to see. Maybe Jennifer has 2 Camaros, I don't know. But whoever was in that black Camaro went 156.3, and Nick 152.5 in the Porsche. Another fast Lamborghini coming up. Colin in the Huracan, 1400 horse, been a best of 207, going up against that Mustang.
There he goes.
He's on a pass. For whatever reason, he keeps getting out of it. Or something comes up, I don't know what, but he gets out of it probably 400 or 500 feet before the flag, so I'm not sure what's going on there. 171.3. Mr. Mach 1 McNew went 150, he's been 153.6. Unsure what he did that pass. Did 150.25. Now I got Michael Penny in the Hayabusa. Jace Newman Hayabusa next to him. Jace been a 178.4. Michael 115. I think he got out of it, I'm assuming. I would think that a Hayabusa, Brooke, would probably go a lot faster than 115.5, but I could be wrong. It's got a strange, look at the front fender. I wouldn't call it strange. It's definitely different though on Michael Penny's Hayabusa.
These things are so cool looking.
Check out the front fender though. It's got like a, it looks like Tron, like it's all kind of encapsulated. When it goes by, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, interesting.
See, it is different.
Yeah.
The fairing's a little different. Trying out something new. I love seeing stuff like that. 170.3 for Jace. Michael Penny and the very interesting front fender. I'm not sure where he went. Did he actually... Lost track of where he went. Looks like I got Nathan Sissio about ready to make a throwdown pass. 2,000 horse in this beast. Of course, Nathan Sissio from Sissio Performance.
I think this is going to be the first pass in this car, right?
Yeah, 2,000 horse, first pass in this car. Yeah, he definitely let out. Not sure, didn't probably like the launch or something came up. Still running great.
Still sounds great.
I think he was just, he didn't like the launch. Knowing him though, he'll just come back for some more. Talk about coming back for some more. I got Patrick Durham who just ripped off a 218.2 pass before last. I've called a 235 mile an hour pass for this gentleman. He's up on the launch pad right now. There he is. Get a little help from the wife.
Oh, that's what you like to see.
Go get him, Tiger.
She is hyped for him.
I love it. just having a hard time getting it to the traction. He just can't seem to get the traction. I think he's put the spicy tune. He wants that now. He wants a 236. The guy's crazy. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could see that at home, but man, he was getting really squirrely. He had to let out. I mean, that thing. Did you see that, Brooke?
I didn't see that.
Oh my gosh, there was tire smoke everywhere.
Really?
Oh yeah, the rear tire was probably going 400 miles an hour. It was insane. Total insanity. I love the fact that they're out here on those two-wheel terrors, and he is the king of the two-wheel terror, Patrick Durham. Well, what do we got there, Brooke? It looks like a Mustang and a
Tesla.
a Tesla.
Yeah.
All right. That is not what shows up on my screen, for the record, but that's what we see on our quote-unquote TV screen.
Wow, he's got a full charge.
Yeah. He's got a full charge. He's got a full charge.
Charged up on that generator powered by.
Yeah, I didn't see any Tesla plug-ins around here. It'd have to be generator.
Yeah, what did
right?
they? What's the fuel that generator's running on?
I think
Jimmy?
it's unleaded 88. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. That sounded like a look. And there's Indiana Corn Marketing Council as we speak right there. That's the shift sector taxi coming at you right now, going up against a GT. Of course, that's Brandon Swan. Big customer of First Farmers Bank and Trust. Swan family out here doing big things.
That BMW. How many smiles per hour?
How
in
many
that
smiles
BMW?
per hour? Well, oh, thanks. Look what you've done to me, Brooke. 131.2 for the smiles per hour. Brandon Swan, First Farmers Bank and Trust, GTR 155.7 there. Yeah, Brennan Doolittle in that Fox body. Got a Celine wing on his Fox body.
That thing is so cool.
Nice car. He's made 1 billion passes. I mean, love seeing it. And, of course, you got Eric in that sneaky Z4. The whole time he's had the top down.
Yeah, I wonder if he puts the top up, if he can go any faster.
He would definitely go over 160, I think, if he would put the top up. Somebody needs to have a conversation with him. Like, hey, man, if you want the 160 club. Oh, no, I was wrong. He went 100. He keeps going faster.
Wow.
I mean, that's what's happening right now, right? 162.4 for topless BMW Z4 Eric. Brennan Doolittle, 138.2. Been very consistent. Scott Rogers, Z06. Brian Dorsey, CT5 Blackwing.
What do we have in the right lane there?
We got a Z06 I blow in the right lane. Your right or my right? So
The right lane of the track.
they're all right to me. I mean, right? Brian with a 147.0 in the CT5 Blackwing. Scott 147.8 for the Z06, which crazy to me. You would think that these Z06s would be actually a little faster in the half, but that's about right. That's what they seem to do. I mean, 133, 134 is a stock Corvette C8, and so, I mean, you gain 10, 15 miles an hour, which is good, but Caleb Swan, once again, First Farmers Bank and Trust. Tim Garrett, Z06.
Top up.
Right, top up. Yeah, good catch. It's Tim Garrett in the Z06 with his top up. Miles an hour.
Here we go, another Sissio R8.
Another one? He brought two?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, no, you're right. I think the other one was a... Oh, he did bring two. Yeah, he has two. So a black one.
And a gray
and a
one.
gray one. And then a Huracan as well, I believe.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's Kenneth in the Audi R8. AJ Rodman, the Huracan. Both been well over 200. Looks like it's just going to be Kenneth on that pass for over 200. AJ pulled all the way out of it. 2:18.8 for Kenneth in the R8.
That's moving.
That's moving and grooving, shaking and baking, right? Not bad. Oh, there's another BMW. Yee to the haw.
Oh, the Saturn.
Oh, the
Here
Saturn
we go,
has
all
got
taped up.
He took the mirrors off. He taped up everything around it. I don't know. Hopefully that's not where he's getting the air from. I tell you, there's way back when at Pikes Peak, everybody was having such a good time. We got a Subaru wagon, and we couldn't get him to 100 miles an hour, and so we made a cold air kit out of Pringles cans and took the seat out, and we got him over 100, and the whole place, there was probably 8,000 or 9,000 people there. The whole place erupted. It was amazing. You would have thought we broke a world record. The kid was having so much fun. And he actually got a nice phone call and a visit, or got to go visit Cletus McFarland, so that was the highlight of his whole thing. He was really excited. So, but this kind of reminds me of that a little bit with the Saturn. Just went 138.1, so taping up the stuff, and he just gained 6 miles an hour.
6 miles an hour?
Yeah. Now I think we need to figure out how to get him to 140, right? I mean, that's the thing, because he's right there in the Saturn. I just want to know, where do you shop for like performance Saturn parts?
It's got to be SaturnParts.com.
It's got to be like, where do you go? I got to Google that. Ben Stoner in the GT350, Dave Webster in the Challenger Superstock Red Eye Jailbreak Extreme Plus Edition. I just make it up as I go. I mean, the titles are so long, it's hard for me not to just keep going. 149.4 for Webster, 165, and a new best today for Ben Stoner in that GT350. That is moving. Of course, Ben Stoner, Fat House Performance. I don't know if you're familiar with their twin turbo builds, but fantastic group of guys over there and gals. Big shout out to Fat House Performance. Tom Espo, there we go. Look at that Lambo.
Shoo.
UGR. Whew. Tom was on another move. He's done multiple 200 hits, or 200 mile an hour hits. That one looked pretty spicy to me. What's that mile an hour going to look like? John Reed over there hitting the spicy key on some of these, and there it is, 210.38. Tom's going to be loving life there. Woo! Mick Lay, here comes some more fast stuff. Mick Lay in the Camaro, 2,000 horse, been 200. Jennifer Harper, does she ever top up? Yep,
she does.
Top up. All right, been a best of 156.3. Can hear Mick coming at it. Oh, we got really squirrely. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that car. Oh, he's going to change his shorts after that one, not going to lie. I don't know if you saw that or not, Brooke, but at one point he was almost sideways.
Whew.
That's why we have safety equipment and everything out here, and he did great. He got it. He pulled the chute, but, ooh, boy. That was squirrely. That at 190 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh my, 187.5 was the official speed. He went through the traps pretty much sideways. 152.9 for Jennifer in the Camaro. So hopefully Mick's all right. I don't know if he lost traction, what happened, but it went sideways. Rob Clark, Camaro ZL1 1LE 2JZ Yo 5er.
That was something.
Well,
that was
I don't
really
know.
something you put together
I
there.
put it all together. Nope, not getting tired at all. 147.5 for his best. Well, yeah, 147.5 is the best for Rob. Got another fast Lamborghini right there. Mo Akbari, 2,000 horse, no mile an hour just yet on him. Boy, they are sending him. Mo is... Not sure why he got all the way out of it, but he did.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I love this thing.
He is the wingman. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty much in love with that car, too. The fact that it's a sedan and it's moving like that and it's got a huge wing that's all the way up in the stratosphere, 218.3 miles an hour. That's the third pass he's been over 218.
That's really quick.
That's crazy. Maximilian coming up in that ZX-10R. Been a best of 163.8. So yeah, we've got a. This is going to be great. So we got a ginormous plane we're going to be either landing. I think there might be taking off. I'm not sure which. So we'll just have a quick. I wouldn't call it a break. We're just going to shut the track down for a few minutes while we get obviously a plane taking off on our active airstrip. So that's coming up here in just a few. Just wanted to let everybody know what's going on the backside. I got the birdie in my ear telling me we got. I think this is the big jet, Brooke. I think.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the thing's
active
a monster.
Airstrip.
Yeah.
Racing cars and landing planes.
Yeah, don't get any cooler than that, in my opinion. Maximilian with a 165.9 Kent CBR 1000. Not sure what mile an hour he went just yet. We got a big group of cars ready to run, though, which is great. We'll have to just take a few minute break while that plane takes off. What you just saw there was Lakeland, our grid girl, actually, and we can hear all that in one of our ears here, but anyway, she's radioing to the tower of which cars are what, so we can actually read this timing and scoring. Kind of cool. It's a whole process. And it takes everybody, the whole team. Couldn't be prouder of our Shift Sector and Revolution team. They do an amazing job. I got the easiest job. I wouldn't even call it a job, Brooke. I'm just yelling into a microphone.
Well, you sure are good at it.
I don't know about that. Kent, well, he did rip off a 144.5. Wanted to get back to him. And then, of course, we got Jaddy Gill and the General Lee Viper coming up. Jeffrey, just kind of waiting for Jeffrey and Kenneth Walters mile an hour. But once again, there's been a little bit of a timing delay because we're so far away. Jaddy Gill right there on the launch pad. Calvo Viper, been a 210.5. For years I've called this car. Jaddy was on the loud pedal. That looked fast. Whew. Mile an hour for Jaddy's General Lee Viper coming up. Those that follow 210.4, so that's a second 210. 210.4, 210.5 is where he's been thus far. We got Chris Williams with a K in the Austin Martin.
The what?
Austin Martin.
Oh, the Austin Martin. Okay.
I like to change it up. It's an Aston. It's an Austin.
Austin?
It's one or the other.
Aston?
Yeah. Aston, Austin.
Austin?
I'm not sure which. I'm sure everyone at home is on the live stream going right now.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
It is the only one that is out here, and it's been a 144.6. Those are the facts. That's all I know. It's a good-looking car. I do know that, too.
It is a beautiful car.
It's got a nice Corvette trying to run it down, but I don't have the info on that silver Corvette. I'd say, Brooke, if you're at home, and you're watching a live stream, right? And you got, the keyboard chat option to obviously interact with us here, which we don't have it up here, but I have a little birdie in my ear. My question would be this: what do you want to see more of, or what's your favorite car? Give me some deets. I can I can help make you famous. I can announce you right now, or so could Brooke, for that matter.
Absolutely. I think I'm gonna hop onto the live stream right now and see what's going on over there.
Oh snap! Mr. Mock McNew right there. Been a best of 153.6. Shout out to everyone at home watching on our streaming partners. Appreciate all that. Hopefully you're having as good a time as we are out here. Look at that STO. That's Jillian's STO, and the Indiana Corn Marketing Council taxi is coming up. Usually what everyone has said when I ask that question is more 250 mile an hour runs.
I mean, that's what I want too.
I would get that.
Understandable.
Right? Let me just serve that up. No problem. Hang on. We have a whole warehouse full of 250 mile an hour cars. Just an FYI for those at home that may not know. And I'm gonna do this. So, I want a good educated guess. Everyone at home, right? How many people have been over 250 miles an hour and a half by number? Like, how many people? Now, Brooke, I know you know.
Many.
I know you know the answer, but how many? I'm asking everyone at home. How many? That's the question. First right answer gets a shout out. My producer will whisper it in my ear, and you get a shout out. Let's see if you're paying attention. While you're thinking about it, and like you're doing numbers in your head and there's math going on, it's a really good time. We got Patrick Durham out there getting ready to do another big hit. The last time he was so squirrely, I was getting a little worried. Patrick Durham, and obviously I wish I knew his wife's name. I don't offhand, but obviously big support system there for Patrick. Patrick, I called him 235 miles an hour at the last event in Kansas at that Airstrip Attack. Fastest motorcycle or anything on two wheels that I've ever called in all of the states and all the things. He's going up to the launch pad. Oh man, she got him all charged up. Look at her go. I love it. That's called partnership right there.
That's the best energy.
Love that. She's got him all hyped up. I'm not sure what she's doing there. They're doing something. They got something timed out just right. They got it figured out. Look at his race number, 236. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
I just caught that.
That is awesome.
Oh, he's squirrely. He's everywhere, all over the track.
Wow.
I think I saw a chemtrail coming off the back of that thing. Not sure how fast that was, but it looked fast to me. Patrick Durham. I mean, what can he do to actually get better traction or get that thing to actually hook? Because 193.55, and he was literally blowing the tire loose the entire way. It was crazy. Literally, so much so it looked like a chemtrail coming out of the rear of that thing. It was crazy. Got Tracy Clark in the Camaro ZL1, 151.9 best so far. Looking like the Factory 5 190 horse beast next to him. Of course, it only weighs like 2,200 pounds, but wouldn't take much to go fast with 190 horse. Who's got the best guess so far? Anyone? We're looking for how many people, I'm not going to trick it up, but how many people have been over 250 miles an hour in the half mile at a shift sector event? Mind you, shift sector is the fastest half mile event in the world, so that shouldn't be too tough to figure out that. But how many people? That's the question. Really? I can name every single one of them if you want me to. Once you figure it out, I'll name every one of them. I know each one of them personally. I've known many of them for many, many years. Looks like Sean in the Porsche, he got back out of it again. He's either struggling with traction or I don't know what, but hasn't been able to make a really good, full, clean pass, and he's still done 195 miles an hour. So just... Yes, I will. Give me a minute. So I'm not sure what he's got going on.
Are you talking about the convertible? He's off the track. He's off the taxiway. Yes.
Got Nathan Sissio coming back. Didn't like that first launch. Great looking car, Sissio Performance. Look him up if you'd like.
Jimmy, we have someone who's close with the guess.
Close?
One person that's close.
Oh. Well, what is a quote-unquote close answer? That's very close. Yeah, that's very, very close. Sissio also making a great pass there. And let me get back to that 250 plus mile an hour club. 215.9 for Sissio. Great run there. Second hit right off Sissio's trailer.
Great pass.
Absolutely. Nathan's such a good guy. Haven't seen him for, I don't know, I think I saw him maybe last year at one of the events. Always good to see him and his team out having a good time. His so we got a plane that's getting ready to take off. I think we mentioned that earlier. I believe it's the pretty big jet that we had landed. So we're going to get back to some racing here in just a little bit. So I'm going to get back to my question for you all. How many have been over 250 miles an hour in the half?
Bridget says that she wants to know who's close.
Oh.
Should we give him a hint?
I think you should give him a hint, just a little taste.
All right. The number is between 1 and 800.
Yep, that's good. That's close. That's the way you do it. There is one person on the feed that's real close. But I would say you missed it by that much. So which one is it? I'm not going to give up the deets. Every single one of these persons. It's a pretty exclusive club. I see people chiming in right now. Now, interestingly, and Brooke, this is something. So, and this might help people remember or decide or whatever. So, just so you know, over 250 miles an hour, there are 3 brands of vehicles that have been over 250 miles an hour.
Really?
One of them would be a huge surprise to many, and the other 2, maybe not as much. But I would say that let me think here, 4th fastest pass ever, and the fastest pass in that particular brand car hasn't even competed in, I think we're going on 4 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you're familiar with a car like that because you have one. So
now
I'm trying to give people hints. And
okay.
Yeah, trying to give people hints. And I've been trying to call because I know the owner of the car and the driver of that car very, very well. They're both very good friends of mine, and so I've been trying to get them to make a comeback for some time now, because I think it'd be pretty awesome. And they haven't answered that call yet, but they haven't said no either. So I also know that the car is all back together and it has a full host of spares, so it could come out at any time. Facts.
That sounds exciting.
Physically have touched the car, seen the car.
You think you can get them out?
I've been trying, and I don't know. I just don't know yet. Anybody getting closer, Brooke?
Nope, not yet.
I'm going to take like a 2-minute break here, so we will be back in like 2 minutes.
All right, well, we have a plane taking off. We'll be right back to racing. Meanwhile, on the live feed, we have 2 people that are close with the answer. 2 people are close. Again, we have 2 people that are close with the number. Only 2. These are some interesting numbers I'm getting over here on the live feed. All right, you guys on the live feed, I'm going to give you another hint. So the number is between 1 and how many people are in the chat right now? Again, Jimmy, I think the question was how many cars have gone over.
So it's not how many cars, it's how many people.
People, okay.
Yep,
People.
it's how many people have achieved 250 miles an hour or over in a shift sector event. Now again, shift sector has the fastest half-mile event in the world. So when a record, much like Mark Rau's record this morning, and I'll get to that more in a second. All right, we do have a winner right there. Dennis Keller is correct with 6. That is correct. Nicely done, Dennis. That's fantastic. I love the fact that you knew that. Now, can you name all of them?
Ooh.
Bonus prize. And then while you do that, I think you should all know, and you probably do now, there's only one person that's been 260 miles an hour in the half. And that person is Mark Rau from AZ Cycle Parts. And he did that this morning.
Incredible.
And it was on a, well, what would you call that pass? I believe they said they were trying to do a shakedown to get the launch sequence the way they wanted to. And so they are coming back out to see if they can reset Mark Rau's world record. Now, mind you, Mark already owned the fastest STO in the world in the half at 2:58 and change. And decided that he really wanted to go for the overall, because before the Drag 965 Lambo UGR built was a Huracan. So lots of differences there, but also lots going on. Now, can you name all 6?
Jimmy, we have
I don't know if we got drone footage of.
Probably not drone footage.
Yeah, well, there you go. But maybe some kind of camera angle over on
that
that
is
jet.
A
that thing's
cool
beautiful.
Jet.
Just an FYI, that is someone who flew in to come and race with us. I'll leave it at that. And is flying back home, I'm assuming.
That is
they're going.
pretty
Maybe
cool.
They're going to lunch in Paris. I don't know, but that was pretty neat. Big.
Someday, Jimmy, you're going to have to pick me up in a plane and bring me to shift sector.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I just have to have the plane first.
Yeah.
He could come and pick you up. That'd be pretty cool. So is anyone, okay, maybe I'll make it a little easier. What 3 car brands have been over 250 miles an hour? Because there is only 3.
What 3 car brands?
Mm-hmm. There's only 3. One of them will be very surprising.
I think I know 2.
That's how most everyone will think, but
all right, the guesses are coming in on the live stream.
yeah, no, Ricky Bobby's definitely not one of them. I see Lambo, GTR, and Dodge. I see Lambo, Audi, and Ford. It's funny that people are picking Dodge because that's a big no.
I mean, come on, some of these Vipers are sure really quick.
But not over 250.
Yet.
Yet. That's fact. Yet. Well, you know, technically, I've seen some of this come through in a live stream. You know what? Technically, and I didn't think about this. Technically, I'm trying to think. Yeah, technically, there could be the fourth brand. So a lot of these are right. I didn't think about the Audi. I got to go back and think about Audi. Of course, I'm thinking V10, right? So I'll give it up right now since it looks like I might have made a mistake. So here's where and I'll do the surprise at the end. So you got Lamborghini, Nissan, which of course GTR. I believe Audi. I believe I've called a 250 mile an hour Audi R8. I'm pretty confident I have. I'll have to go back through and look. So if that's the case, then yeah, many of you are right with those. So Lamborghini, Nissan in a GTR, right? And I think you could be right with Audi. I'll have to go back through and look. But what's the surprise? So far, I've seen Mopar, but it's not.
You're killing me with the suspense over here.
It is bad boy Morris Malone in a rear-wheel drive Corvette Z06.
Oh
So
my gosh.
At 253 plus.
That sounds terrifying.
It was as smooth as could be. That's the craziest thing. And it was the last pass of the day. It was the Send It to the Moon pass by John Reed Racing. Just throwing that out there. Thanks, John. And that was giving her all she's got. And I mean all of it. And so, of course, Viper rear-wheel drive was Sal, Send It Sal, at 244. And he held that record for a long time. He came out of retirement to come out and beat Morris at an event, and it just stayed for a long time. It was very difficult to get a rear-wheel drive car over 250, over 245, I should say. And Morris comes out swinging for the fences and rips off a 253. So there's your potential fourth brand. I think you could be right. I think I have called a 250, and I'm imagining UGR owns that record. I will have to ask them when I see them here in a few minutes. I'm pretty sure you're right. So there, I gave up the deets.
Now, Jimmy, who do you think is going to be the next to break 250?
Who? To break 250? You want my real prediction?
Yeah.
Kennedy Marlowe.
I think you're right.
Yep.
She is moving.
Yep. I should have asked Kennedy when I was over there earlier about how many actual passes she's made just in overall. But I'm going to call it less than 20, and already been well over 220. So, and I believe just did a 236, almost got the entire thing wrapped up. So, wow.
Are your feet usually dying after these events? You wouldn't think that it'd make your body hurt so bad.
All right, so yeah, a couple Corvettes there. Scott Rogers Z06, Jonathan Henley in another Z06. Gotta love that little old against new. Now that my microphone's back on, now you're all in trouble. Got 5 Feet of Fury, Brooke Barini over here.
Hello, hello.
Hey there. Just want to give a shout out to Mr. Barini if he's still watching. Hello, sir. Hopefully he is.
I'm sure he is.
So now let's start naming the drivers who have been over 250 miles an hour and a half. 153.06 right there, Adrian in the Mustang, Chad in the AMG GT 155.07. This will start a, you might want to pay attention to that live stream chatter box because this will start all kinds of good memories. Just get these cars launched off here.
You know, we might not have been on when I brought up, I love how we can interact with these fans that are watching live. I mean, this is cool.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's like a pipeline to the princess, right?
Great. Very, very funny, Jimmy.
Pipeline to the Alpha Princess. Right? Where else can you interact with Brooke Barini and Jimmy Shaberg in real time, right? Everyone right now at home is going, who's Jimmy Shaberg? I know who Brooke is, but...
Stop it.
Oh my goodness. That's fun. Well, that's okay, fine. Yep, I am Airstrip Attack, at least the voice of, have been for 10 years, so many of you know that. I like joking around because it's fun. Got a Dodge Demon and a Z06. That's Garrett, the Z06. Got a little squirrely off the line. Zachary Tucker. It says so right on my screen. In the Demon 170. I'm going to take down the Corvette right around the outside there. Mile an hour coming up. Okay, I'm going to wait and see if I want to get some reaction on do any of you want to know the drivers' names? Let's start there. If you do, I'll list them out for you. No problem.
We did get some guesses earlier.
Well, are they good guesses?
Got a couple good guesses.
Okay.
Let me find them.
All right. So remember, we're talking historically. So I don't know how many of you have been watching half-mile events. Hopefully everyone, right? But again, I've been calling these events for 10 years. I want to say the event itself has been going for 13, if I'm not mistaken. So right around there, maybe 12. I'd have to go way back and look. But I did call the very first 200-mile-an-hour pass ever in the half-mile. And then obviously it just got spicy from that point on. But let me give you a few. I'll shout out a few names. Ready? All right. Number one. And this is not in chronological order by any means, but this is number one. I got Giddy Chomdy. Right? Giddy Chomdy, oddly enough, in the Drag 965 UGR Huracan. Got Kelly in that FD RX-7 on a pretty hot pass. I wanted to stop for a minute, see. Been a 183.2 best so far. He was getting all kinds of out of control and in control there, back and forth. 189, yeah, it was faster. I thought so. 189.9 for that
nice.
FD. Man, he put the spicy tune at the launch. I don't know if you saw that or not, but whoop. Okay, so Giddy Chomdy in the Drag 965 UGR Lambo. Next up, and again, this is not in chronological order, so. Next up, Casey Howarth. In the Drag 965 Huracan. multiple, by the way, and literally owned the half-mile record up till this morning at 259.99. Of course, Casey Howarth was piloting that beast for a long time, and it was going back and forth between ETS, the ETS GTR that was piloted by a good friend of mine, Lucas English. Now, how fast is the fastest GTR in the half? Anybody know that?
That's a great question.
255 plus miles an hour in a GTR.
Whew.
I could say a lot of different things, but I'll tell you what, I called that, and it was amazing because it was getting tossed back and forth from one event to the next. It was so much fun. So big shout out to JR at ETS, and of course my good friend Lucas English at English Racing. He piloted that beast, and wow is all I can say there. That's an animal. So that now that's 3 of our 6 drivers, right?
I think you only said 2.
No, it was 3
Maybe
because
2?
I did Giddy Chomdy, Casey Howarth, and Lucas English.
Yep, nope, you're right, you're right.
That's 3, right? Number 4, Mark Rau, obviously, who is the only person over 260 at this point. And I beg to think that he's probably going to be at that helm for a while.
Probably.
It took quite a few years to go from 259.99 to 260.7 plus, so there's that. Okay, so that's now 4, is that right?
4,
Yep,
correct.
that's 4, all right. Now 5. There's the one I'm trying to think who number 5 is. Matt, let me see that here. I got Brooke is looking at the live stream stuff. Matt, I hope I'm saying your name right, Matt. Matt Odermatt, I think you are correct. I believe you're right. I believe Jaddy is in that club, but I haven't been able. That's the 6th one. I can't remember, and I'm getting old, I guess. But I believe you're right. But you are right. Bad boy Morris Malone, 253, puts him in that club. Right now, though, I've got Super Sweet Clint Sweet pulling up to the starting line on the launch pad. Guess what? He's got a passenger. It's called the Princess Passenger. Ben Black. I'm told that he's wearing his romper. It's an inside joke. He'll know what that means. But Clint has a passenger, and he is not disappointing at all. That's a ripper right there. The one-armed bandit getting it done. Mile an hour coming up with his Princess Passenger.
With a passenger.
Oh, he just went 181.7.
Wow.
What the heck? That's his new best. His new best with a passenger. And anybody that knows Ben's a pretty strong, big guy. So, yeah.
I like how you worded that.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's a couple big, strong guys in that car. Just did 181 miles an hour. It's amazing. Look at this old Nova just getting all kinds of squirrely. Now, again, he was spraying earlier. He's holding the bike off. That's going to be a strong mile an hour for Russell Hess there in that 69 Nova SS. He did a 171 hit. That's a 162.9. My guess is he had it all laid out for the 171. That's just amazing to me. 171 miles an hour in a 69 Nova. So yeah, we've confirmed for sure Casey Howarth, Giddy Chomdy, Morris Malone, Bad Boy Morris Malone, Lucas English, Mark Rau is the 6th, and Jaddy Gill's here. I'll have to ask him. I know there's 6. I just can't remember the 6th name. So I'm gonna get confirmation of that. And also that if Audi is in the 250, and I believe it is, and I think that's what got Jaddy into the 250 club, but I just can't remember. I don't know why. So much going on all the time. Try to remember them all, but it's hard. I remember one time Lucas English blew the right front tire off the rim at 250 miles an hour.
I
at
remember
high
that.
speed. Yep. And then got that sorted out in the pits, waited till the very, very end and ripped off the 255, and that was the world record for some time. And then Casey, no, I take that back. That was Giddy. Came back with a 255 and change, and then a 257, as I remember. And then Casey Howarth with a 258, and then, of course, the 259 multiple times. That 259.99 mile an hour, they did that no less than 3 times at exactly 259.99 miles an hour.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, Brooke, what does our live stream look like? Are they all bored of me saying that yet, or should I go on?
No, it sounds like they're listening intently. Let us know in the chat what you want to see or hear.
Yeah, we're coming up. We're gearing up here for our finals. That's going to be coming up in just a few minutes. It's going to be great. I believe it's Coy. I think, what's that person's name? Yeah, Matt. You were right. I believe it is Coy for sure. That's fact. Yeah, it's Coy, not Jaddy. I don't think Jaddy's been 250. I'm going to ask him. I'll see him here in just a little bit. That's right, Coy Christmas.
Matt Odermatt. He's got a lot of good answers.
He knows what's up. Thank you, Matt.
Knowledgeable in the
Keeping
chat.
me on my on check. I love it. Speaking of which, it looks like I got another UGR. It looks like the blue R8. I see the UGR support Swagoneer going to the finish line. Oh, a couple UGR cars.
Ooh.
They're getting right in at the last second.
Wow.
Wow. So keep your eyes peeled. Got a couple bad, fast UGR cars heading to the starting line. Right now I got Shooter Napier in the 2024 Mustang. Brennan Doolittle in the Brennan just had a birthday in that little, well, he didn't have a birthday in the Fox. I guess he did have a birthday in the Fox body. He was here all day yesterday. His birthday was yesterday. Got the Brandon Swan and Scott Swanson. Of course, Brandon Swan, First Farmers Bank and Trust. Appreciate First Farmer, First. I'm getting tired, you know that? I think this. I'm over here going.
You're falling off, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, falling apart, man. Just kidding. I'm still here. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Appreciate their sponsorship and everything that they're doing for us out here at the Indy Airstrip Attack.
Jimmy, the people want to know, when are we going to see Mark make another pass?
Well, that's a secret. I'm saving that one. I'm saving that announcement for you. Just hang on. You just keep watching. That's what I would say. You just keep watching, because once again, Mark's coming back, and I know when, but I'm not going to say. Not just yet. But don't worry, we got a couple UGR cars coming up. Kennedy Marlowe, I believe,
Man,
in the blue R8.
I'm excited to see her driving.
Big shout out to my son, Braden Shaberg. Just heard him over the radio calling Kennedy Marlowe's car. It's helping with timing and scoring. It's a family event. You can see right there. That is Kennedy Marlowe. Seafish. Not sure who's driving that car right at the moment. Car number 41, I'm not sure. But Kennedy Marlowe, all eyes there. Kennedy is on another boil.
Wow.
I'm not joking. Kennedy's bad fast.
She is.
Dang. 227.85 miles an hour for Kennedy. Wow. 214.1 for the Seafish UGR Lambo. I'm not sure who's driving it, so I don't want to call the wrong name. But 220. She went 219, then 227. Boom.
Crazy.
Wow. Okay.
How many passes you say that was now?
I think less than 20. I mean,
That's
I'm going to ask
crazy.
her later on. That way I have better information tomorrow, but she'll know. I'll ask her. Hey, we got that Saturn back. There it
Fan
is.
favorite Saturn.
Well, it is the only Saturn. I'm going to ask him where he got his catalog of performance parts because I'm impressed. Going up against Timothy Logan, the Mustang, and he's holding off that Mustang. Actually, now he's gapping the Mustang.
Is. Oh. Wow.
He took,
Okay.
That's the Gapitizer, the whole menu right there.
We gotta know where he's getting his parts from.
I don't know.
I
Wherever
just have
they are,
to know.
I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great job. He just went 140.1 miles. He keeps going 2 miles to 3 miles an hour
That's
faster.
insane.
Yeah. 06 Saturn Ion, 140 miles an hour. Just gained 3 miles an hour from tape.
Amazing.
To put that in perspective, the Mustang that he raced was going 135.8. Jonathan Henley, Scott Rogers, couple Corvettes. No shortage of fast Corvettes out here. You know what there is a shortage of?
You know, I think there's a shortage of GTRs.
It's actually surprising. There's fewer and fewer, and that saddens me.
Don't worry. We'll be bringing a lot more out.
Okay, I like that because, you know, I have this whole box of license plate frames I had made that say Fancy Datsun, and I have no place to put them. I mean, someone at home would love to. It's going to be a relic soon, the Fancy Datsun license plate frame, but the good old days. Jace Newman in the Busa. Michael Penny, another Busa right there. I think Michael's trying to sort something out. I'm not sure what. I don't think he's made a good not a good pass, a full pass is what I meant to say. I don't think he's been able to make a full pass yet. That's the one with the unique front fender.
Yeah.
Well, he's moving now. He's got kind of some cool bodywork. Looks very Tron-like, and I'm saying that as a compliment. I really am. Looks cool. Definitely unique. Jace with a 178.5. Jace was the race. Michael just couldn't catch him. Dave Webster in the Challenger Super Stock Hellcat Red Eye Special Edition. Josh Gamel in the Hellcat non-jailbreak, get out of jail free card Hellcat. What's so funny, Brooke?
Nothing. Nothing's funny at all.
We're just over here having a real good time, right? A good time with all my friends. 146.4 for Webster in the Super Stock, 158 for the Hellcat. Big mile an hour difference. 807 horse in the Super Stock, 1200 in the Hellcat. Fifth gen, Jen Harper right there, top down.
Top down.
Oh, she's going topless. Car, everyone. The car is top down. Is that better? That's better, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, Jen, last time she lost, I want to say 3, maybe 4 miles an hour with the top down. But, I mean, what a day to do it, right?
Absolutely. It's beautiful out here.
Well, and Jen's awesome. Known her for years, been coming out for a long time. And I'm not so sure that mile an hour is right. It says 12.7. Pretty sure that's not right, but we'll get that looked at.
Interesting array of cars here. You know, it's really cool to see all these different cars.
Yep.
Have you had any Volkswagens?
We have, not recently. I would say Elena Velez she had a really fast Volkswagen, and there's been a couple that have been really fast, actually. I'll tell you what I'd like to see, although I don't know how it would react to big speed, but I'll tell you what I'd like to see, a really fast older Volkswagen Bug and or Beetle. That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
I have quite a few friends that are into those in a big way, and big shout out to Gary Henry, by the way. Gary, love you, brother, if you're out there. He introduced me to Volkswagens many years ago, and we would go to these Volkswagen Bug-ins, and oh my gosh, it was the most fun ever. I met some of the nicest people, and I just could not believe that a Volkswagen Bug could get in the sevens. It blew my mind.
That's crazy.
Here's Greg Ibsen, 210.6 best. He keeps going faster.
It's that Pro Speed Corvette.
You can't see it here on screen. Greg likes to drive by us at about 90 miles an hour with his parachute. He doesn't get out. He just keeps going. I'm serious. He just keeps going, and I guess he packs a chute in the pits. That's what he does. So
Everyone's got their thing.
He's got a thing, and that's his thing. There's one of the Buchanans right there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Up against Jonathan Thomas R8. R8's been a 149.3 to a 154.2 for the AMG.
Marisol Buchanan, she was hot lapping yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a Buchanan on Buchanan fun activities all day long.
I think she just overtook that R8.
She did, 100%. But for sure now, right? Yep. Well, Brooke, I just had Kevin Howarth come over, Underground Racing. I don't know if you caught part of that conversation or not, but as we are obviously here promoting women in motorsports, which I'm a huge supporter and fan of, I was just told that they put Kennedy Marlowe in the gray Underground Racing built R8.
Ooh.
With enough power to, if everything worked out like it could, to take the overall female world record.
I can't wait to see this.
Right?
I am so excited.
So get ready for that, because that's coming out here any second, actually. Now I'm trembling. This is Juan Fernandez, bad fast Porsche. Already been a 214. He definitely won that. That looked fast. And it was 217.39 miles an hour, new best for him. That is getting up there. Wow. We might have a Porsche record somewhere in there. Caleb Swan coming up. Camaro ZL1, Tim Garrett, Z06. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Appreciate all that they've done. Indiana Accord Marketing Council, of course. Thanks for being supporters of the Indy Airstrip Attack for many, many years. Unleaded 88. They sent me a little cheer. Did you want to hear it?
Of course I want to hear it.
We're so cool. We're so great. We use unleaded 88.
Wow, that was really good.
I couldn't come up with anything more. I tried hard too. That was my best effort. And also the last time I will do that one. So getting ready to gear up for the finals. A little bit of activity going on behind the scenes for that. Not going to want to miss any of that action. And then, of course, we very well could see another world record change. And this one, important to me, the overall female world record, right? So I don't know, Brooke, you think that's something you want to go after? I think you're certainly capable. No doubt.
I think that would be fun.
No doubt.
Have to see if the Alpha Princess is up to it.
Well, we know that the cars are capable of 255 overall. Just saying.
We'll have to try it out.
Yeah, just try it on for size. Got a nice looking AMG GT right there, Clinton, the GTS. Laura Kuntz, M4. Oh, here it comes.
All right. I actually have 4 of my best friends in these 2 cars coming up right now. These are Julian's Lamborghinis.
Oh, tell me more about this, Brooke. Who's in the
have
cars?
Natasha and I believe Sana in the Performante. And we have Liz in the STO.
Well, that's going to be amazing. So basically, your friends that you brought,
Yeah.
your amazing friends, I'd like to say, are racing each other
They are
in Lamborghinis.
in Lamborghinis.
Ever think that was going to be a possibility?
Absolutely not.
High five. You might be the best friend to have. How great was that call, that one, Brooke?
See what we got. All right, we got the Perf at 154 and the STO at 153. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I'd say you have some very, very fast friends on the track. Look what's next, right behind that. Forester XT, right?
He's, he's really impressing me.
Yeah, me too. Like, I want to see him do 150 now. Like, I can't stop.
My favorite is how it's a rolling box, but he did fold in the mirrors for aerodynamics.
It worked too, right? He got all that aero.
Yeah, that Corvette said, not today.
Not today. Corvette's like, That's Garrett, the Z06. He's been at 154.5, so he's got 14, 15 miles an hour on him.
Love that in-car footage.
I see Underground Racing Team getting geared up for Kennedy Marlowe, so I think that's happening here pretty quick. Like I said, it's been a whole bunch of activity over there. Had Kevin Howarth come down, let us know that they put the car in a spot where she should be able to take the female overall record. And here we are right here. That's Kennedy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Holland.
Oh, she's in it. Wow.
That was fast.
Wow. Wait for that mile an hour. Official, there it is. You've got a new female half-mile world record.
Wow.
243.51 miles an hour.
Incredible.
Kennedy Marlowe, UGR, in the house. That's amazing, Brooke. That's absolutely amazing.
I am so glad I was here to witness that.
See how
I'm
cool
fangirling.
was that?
I'm fangirling Kennedy over here.
Let's hear it for Kennedy. Can I get a woo? That was amazing. I'd say that took the record. There's no doubts. Yeah, he went real squirrel. Had to let off on that pass. Not sure what was happening. I was so excited. We got another, or new, I should say, female half-mile world record. So it looks like this is Mo, I believe. He pedaled it, had to get out at 2,000 horsepower. Might do that. But, just want to throw it out there. Kennedy, same amount of horsepower, went straight down, no problem. So that was, that was amazing. I'm so excited for them. They're going to be a big party at AZ Cycle Parts, the Marlowe family, and, of course, Underground Racing. Congratulations to all. Just keep breaking records. Just kind of throwing it out there. They're breaking their own records.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Right? Continually pushing the envelope of performance. And, remember, this is an unprepped surface. Nothing is going down on this airstrip other than what you see. And that's just from running the cars over and over and over. We got Josh Spence, though, in that spicy CTSV. Brandon Swan, First Farmer Bank and Trust right there, right next to him. Josh, 192.3 best in that wagon. I want to talk about a spicy, fast wagon. There's one right there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm expecting him to do a wheel stand. Josh wastes no time tossing that chute. He's literally, the car's past the flag, chute is right behind. That's amazing. Mile an hour for him coming up. 198.4 for Brandon's. All right. We got another female in queue right here. We got Jessica in the Mustang. Been a 207, almost a 208. What's she going to do this time? What do you think, Brooke? Think she can 210?
Oh, yeah.
I think so,
yeah.
too. I'm told the car is capable of 220.
I'm going to say 212.
All right, we're in. Let's see. Look like she... No, she's in it now.
Moving.
She was definitely in it. Shoot out, mile an hour. I'm waiting for it here to pop up. I don't see it just yet. That thing sounds all kinds of good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There it is, 210.
Oh, you
I called
were right.
it. I called it.
Good job, Jimmy.
New best for Jessica, 210.08 miles an
Wow.
hour. Woo!
There's some fast ladies on the property.
I'm telling you right now, it's a female's world, and I'm just living in it. I'm okay with that. Great job, Jessica. Ben right there, and Seth in the Camaro, and then Ben, of course, in that C8 Corvette. Behind the scenes, of course, everyone's geared up here for the finals, which are coming up. We just saw the female half-mile record broken by Kennedy Marlowe and smashed it.
That was awesome. 243.
Wow.
And I mean crushed it. Didn't even go to 240. She went over. She went to 243.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the previous record, for those that are asking, is 237 and change. And also, just an FYI, that's Jessica James. Jessica is here in attendance and actually has driven a couple cars today. So...
Was that a plane taking off, or?
I think it was two planes. Rami Swan, Tesla, also First Farmer Bank and Trust, and then Peter in the Tesla next to him. Did sound like two radical airplanes taking off, huh? There's the Indiana Corn Marketing Council taxi, Mark Bayless. Right there, can't miss it. Unleaded 88. Fueled by corn.
What do we got in the other lane, Jimmy?
Well, looks like we got Chris Williams in the Austin Martin.
Austin Martin.
Shaken, not stirred. That's amazing. Kennedy did that with a pretty heavy, look at the flags, with a pretty heavy side wind there. Jessica with a 210, same thing, heavy side wind, piloting something 200 miles an hour. Wow.
We got to pray for some tailwind.
Yeah, right? Wasn't sure where you were going with that. Was a little scared, not going to lie. Mustang against Camaro. Adrian in the Mach 1, Tracy in the ZL1. How's our live stream banter? Is anybody listening? Are you there?
We got a couple.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
How's it going in the chat?
Yeah. Is everybody having a good time? How'd you like the Underground Racing Kennedy Marlowe Fast Pass for the record? Anybody like that? I sure did. I'm still excited about it. I still can't get over the 260 mile an hour pass on our new
Crazy.
half-mile world record holder, Mark Rau, AZ Cycle Parts.
Same camp, too. UGR.
Right? I mean, wow.
They're really showing out this weekend.
You know, I know this is your first half-mile event, but I will say Underground Racing shows up to play, right? They mean business. And they have a fantastic team over there that does an amazing job with these cars. You got John Reed on the keyboard. I mean, yeah, what can I say that I haven't already said? I'm gonna sound like a billboard for Underground Racing, but I'm just real proud of the whole team and what they bring and what they've done for the half mile overall, and it's a good deal.
Super cool. You know, they do the same at Texas 2K. They always show out. It's awesome to see them there as well. It's cool that they can do so many different types of racing.
Yeah, pretty one maybe unknown thing, and of course now the the Howists are gonna be like, oh, why, Jimmy, why? So many of you may not know they were part of the original, I will call it original, 5-liter Mustang movement, and then had early on got into Vipers, which many don't know that, and obviously moved into, you know, obviously the V10 and actually before that the V8 Lamborghini market. So, you know, they've been doing this a long time and doing it very well, and I think they have a pretty good understanding of how, you know, to put it all together and whatnot, and it shows. I mean, look at the records, right? It's proofs in the pudding, as they say, right? Got Randy Smith in the Z06, Jonathan Henley in another Z06. I think we say Z06 a lot here, it seems like, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. C7 against the C6. $151 for Jonathan Z06, 170.3 Randy in the C7 Z06. Keith Reynolds Z06, Jody Baez 190 second hit. 1200 horse Porsche turbo, obviously. Keith Reynolds Z06, been a best of 148.7. Looked like a good run for Jody Baez. I'm not sure what the mile an hour is just yet. Jody's looking for 200 anything. $186.6 Jody, $153.5 Keith in the Corvette. Got another bike pulling up. That does look like Patrick Durham, I believe. 2:36.
Thank you.
So here we go. We got Patrick Durham. Looks like he did some mods up there. I'm not
He
sure what.
did.
Look at all that secret sauce behind the scenes there. What is he doing? Look at that. Got him
She
all-
is pumped up.
This will be interesting. No front fairing. Remember, I called 235 miles an hour for this gentleman. He is in and out of the throttle, traction all over the place. Literally did a one tire fire the entire half mile. I don't know if you could see that at home or not, but Durham 200.18. Once again, it looks like he's trying to work through a few things. But don't forget, 235 miles an hour on two wheels. That's why he's called the two-wheel terror. Chris Burns, another friend of his. That's the Tasmanian Devil Terror.
Actually, I think we have him in the chat on live.
We probably do. Chris Burns. I call him Crazy Chris Burns. Love that guy. He shows up. He's unbelievable behind the wheel. I watched that guy go 200 plus miles an hour, blow the rear tire off the bike. Not joking. Off the bike at 200 and did a stoppie. Not joking, at 200 miles an hour. I brought it to a complete stop and then just dropped the rear down and had somebody pick him up like it was Tuesday.
What?
I'm not even joking. Craziest thing I ever saw in my life. Happened just before the flags, and as he went through the flags, he was on the front wheel, leaning over the front.
What?
Yeah. And he blew the tire, I wouldn't say all the way off the bike, it just blew it off the rim. And it was crazy. Wildest thing I've ever seen. Charles Morrell, Hayabusa. So Chris Burns, if you're somewhere out there, hello, sir. Charles Morrell in the Busa, Jeffrey in the Z06. He went to, I think, 200 miles an hour in he builds bikes in naturally aspirated. Yep, that's fact. I appreciate you chiming in on that. Oh, look, we got our Saturn with more tape.
More tape.
It's going to start going slower with the weight of the tape, but he's trying out new things. He looked at the Saturn Performance catalog, and they had green 3M tape option. He's like, all of it. I want all of it. Looks a little bit like Miles Kerr, although Miles Kerr likes to use black duct tape, not the 3M green tape option. I think the black duct tape is a Acura Performance catalog component.
That must be what it is.
We call the Saturn, and then I'm going to get back to these Hayabusa. So Matt in the Scion, 500 horse, been a best at 140, just went 145. He's going faster.
Are you kidding me?
No, I think he's going to do 150
This
before
is
we're done.
Absolutely crazy.
175 for Jason the Busa. Isn't that crazy? So you're right, sir. Whoever chimed in, I forget. I didn't see your name because the writing's really small. But on Brooke's phone, I'm trying to do like 9 things at once. But what's the gentleman's name who said that?
Boosted 14R.
Oh yeah, that's Boosted 14R. Of course it is. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a bit. Can't wait to see you guys at Abilene. Love all the bikes that show up. And you're right. Yep, Chris Burns did a wheel stand at 209, 210 miles an hour through the traps. Also did 200 miles an hour, I believe, or real close to it in his naturally aspirated big old bike. That was wild to me. Got Jonathan Thomas in an Audi R8. Don't have the Lamborghini info, unfortunately.
And Jimmy, that Boosted 14R is going to be my first race against a bike in Abilene.
I'm so sorry. It was nice knowing you. I mean, we're friends.
You got to
and all,
have
but
some faith in me.
I've got faith, but not that kind of faith. But still. That'll be a good race either way. And I'll be excited and glad to call it. We got that FD coming back, that RX-7. Almost 190, 189.95.
And we have the Super right next to it.
I think that Super's going to get slapped around by Kelly in the RX-7.
Oh, here it comes.
I hear a train a-coming. It's a song somewhere, right?
Wow, he held his own.
Well, look at the mile an hour, though. That's where that's going to be. There it is. Kelly, FD, 190.19 miles an hour. Slapped around Will Smith's 164.84. That was pretty awesome, not going to lie. Yeah, Boosted, that's true. But I also know you. You always bring it, sir. Always good to have you out. And Brooke is a person of her word, and she will absolutely take that race, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I'm very excited, actually.
And if she goes 2:12, it's pie in the face for me, so I might as well eat pie because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that Mark said he was going to bake the pie himself.
Oh, gosh. Well, when you got the 260-mile-an-hour man baking a pie, I guess I can go ahead and take the pie to the face. That'll be okay. Briar Madden in the Hellcat, 187.8. So gearing up here for the finals, and it's going to be a showdown. I'm going to hand everything over to Brooke here for a couple seconds while I run to the restroom facility. But don't worry, or do if you want, I'll be back. So you either been warned or Goose has got a pipeline to the princess. Look at this. Making new friends. I love it. Brooke, take everything over if you would for a second.
All right, will do. You know, I've been watching this Viper, and I'm wondering, maybe if you put the wing back on, I don't know if it'll go faster. All right, what do we got coming up next? We got Phyllis Ober. Oh, I'm sorry, he just went. There we go. We got Josh Gemmel in his Dodge Hellcat, and Clint Sweet in his Mustang GT500. Clint Sweet in the Mustang 164. Josh over in the Hellcat 156. All right, we have a BMW battle, M3 versus M4. Elise Flat versus Laura Kuntz. All right, we had Elise, 132. Laura, 140. Peter Lomagistro in the Tesla Model S Plaid. With a 173.
Well, Brooke, I can't thank you enough. I needed to freshen up, so thank you.
Welcome back. Man, I love this Subaru. Never thought I would say that.
Weird thing is, though, I was heading to the porta potties and I passed Sunir, so I don't know if that's important information to you or not, but to many at home it should be. That was Dave Johnston in that Subaru Forester XT. Eric Anderson in that BMW Z4. Now, did Eric go faster that time, Brooke, or what's up?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's a...
I sure hope so.
No, he went a little slower, 149. 136.4 for the Forester. Got Mo Akbari in the Performante, or as I like to just say, Perf. Kennedy Marlowe, Audi R8 GT.
The fastest woman on the property.
I've got the yellow Corvette out here in Manual. I've got the Tesla who's racing the GTO. And I've got a black Corvette I think it's going below.
So that's Mo on a pretty good run there. That looks spicy fast. Mile an hour coming up. I think Kennedy Marlowe might just be doing a buy run. I'm not 100% sure. Mo with a 224.22 mile an hour hit, though. Nicely done there, Mo. Brought it to the table, that's for sure. Kennedy looks like they're just going down the airstrip, so I'm not sure. We're just gearing up for our finals. Probably hear a little of that chatter in the background as we kind of get that set up. I'm just trying to keep the race ops radio going so we know what's coming, so Brooke and I know what we're doing.
Number 89 is manual against Michael in the yellow Corvette.
Thank you.
Brooke, all this stuff going on behind the scenes, it's like kind of probably memories of quarter mile stuff, right? All this stuff going on and things and stuff. And
Always a million things going on.
getting everything geared up for finals, and I know, TX2K runs deep into the night, which is I always thought was cool.
Oh yeah.
Pretty neat. I couldn't imagine running a half-mile race in the dark. Just throwing it out there. Plus, I don't think we'd ever be allowed to. Just.
Hey, if you got lights.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. We just don't. But
Hey, they have those stadium lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put up. They run on generators. They could be filled with E85.
You're right. Some unleaded 88, toss it right in there. You're good to go. Some E85 performance lighting. I can see that happening right now. Great intro for sure to obviously what I think is the best on unleaded 88, Indiana Corn Marketing Council. I think Brooke can handle this. I think she'd be amazing at it, actually. Can we send Brooke? Can you confirm that's a yes, or would you like me to go?
All right.
Got Tag Marlowe here. Julian Bassler. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tag's just doing a buy run. Get the... Hey, everybody wave at him. How you doing? So, everything's fluid here at Shift Sector at Airstrip Attack, of course. And so we're going to send Brooke Barini over and have Brooke do interviews. She's going to have to run over there here pretty quick. And so she's going to run over and do that. Brooke, I know you'll do an amazing job. Have fun, kiddo.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So run over there, and we'll reconvene. They got the camera and everything for you right in that van right there, I believe. Make sure you ask some really good questions. Tracy Clark there, Timothy Logue in the Mustang, ZL1 Camaro on the other side, running right now. We're kind of gearing up for the last bit of our finals. We've had a couple of runs, most of them buy runs thus far, so I hear Jaddy Gill's going to be making a pretty substantial run against someone in the final, so excited for that. We got Brooke Barini going to conduct our interviews. Super excited for that, Brooke. Brooke, you got grid girls coming, you got trophies coming, you got a camera. No pressure. Here comes Jaddy Gill in the General Lee Viper. Looked like he was making a buy run pass. I'm not 100% sure. I know that's definitely not as fast as that, I could tell. So we're getting geared up, everything over here. You're not going to want to go anywhere. Of course, we are on day 2 Indy Airstrip Attack, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council and First Farmers Bank and Trust. Appreciate everything that they do, and we're getting Brooke Barini all geared up for interviews with all the finalists and winners. Got our grid girls over there. So excited for that. Should have that on camera here pretty soon. It's Rob Clark and the ZL1 with a 147.9. Seth with a 157.4.
I'm not sure, Jason. We've got it all shut down on pre-grid. They're just bypassing the return. I can see them right now. They're just going wide, bypassing the return and coming right back to grid. Hunt that blue Mustang down and tell them to turn around and go back. Will do. Actually, I got deputies right here. Hey, golf cart, Barry and PD, can you step out and tell that blue Mustang to turn around? We're done for the day. You want to go back in?
Got Elise Flat in an M3 BMW 132.5. Best so far. Laura Kuntz M4. Been a best at 142.6. About ready to get right on over to Brooke Barini for some great interviews. So Peter's coming up in that Tesla Model S Plaid. Been a best of 174.4. Spaceship mode engaged. Mile an hour coming up. Like I said, we got some great interviews coming up. You're not going to want to go anywhere. $174.22 right there. Looks like we might have some transmission fluid on the track, so it's going to go cold. Perfect timing for us to jump over here to Brooke. It's going to have some great interviews. I think they're just about got her all set up. The wind has definitely picked up, kind of like a side wind, so it's just coming right at me. I liked it when it was a tailwind much better, but good time to go over a few things that I want to make sure and get out there. Of course, you found us today on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Appreciate everybody carrying all of our feeds for that. Definitely want us to give a big shout out to Revolution and all the hard work that the entire Revolution team has done and continue to do for into tomorrow. Because obviously without them, we wouldn't even see anything, let alone hear anything. So great job, including my good friend Jeffrey J. Hart. You can check out all of his projects. You can check him out on Instagram and or jeffreyjhart.com, whatever works best for you. He is the producer and director, and obviously the entire broadcast is produced by Revolution, which they do a fantastic job. Ryan Randalls, big shout out to you, buddy. Miss you. Didn't see you this weekend. I haven't seen you in a bit. It's been too long. Ka-chow! He knows what that means. So we're about ready to cut over to Brooke here and get some get some awesome interviews going. Meantime, you got a great view of the pits. Got a great view of the pits. All kinds of stuff kind of going on here as we wrap up our day 2 coverage. But once again, you're not going to want to go anywhere because Brooke's got all the good interviews, including some. And we are just checking to see if there's some fluid on the track. Someone had mentioned that there's possibility some transmission fluid on the track, so want to check that out, obviously. So we're getting a quick peek on that. While we're doing that, of course, we are gearing up for some interviews with all of our amazing winners. I see Kennedy Marlowe over there. Congrats, Kennedy, if you can hear me. New female half-mile world record holder, 243 and change. Looks like we're going to go back to some racing here while we gear this up, so that's good. Kind of finish everything up here for day 2. Phyllis Ober in the Corvette Grand Sport. Eric Anderson, that Z4, he's had the top down all day long. 162.4 best. Good job there, Phyllis. Been a best of 159 and change. Still has some fantastic camera stuff going on from our Revolution team. Yeah, I know you see at the bottom of your screen there, clean up on the track, but we did get that cleaned up. Back to a little bit of racing, doing some final stuff here. And obviously we're going to get to Brookie here. They're getting the camera and all the stuff set up. Obviously we're in the middle of an airstrip, and likely surrounded by corn because, you know, we're in Indiana. And the Indiana Corn Marketing Council does a fantastic job of getting us out here. And of course, the city of Marion, appreciate all their support. So we're just kind of waiting for that. We got the drone footage. You can kind of see what's coming up here in the last bit of the finals, and then so I'll be back to the mic here shortly as we get this set up. Don't go anywhere, though. So here you go. We got everybody ready for some great interviews. We got Christopher Burke right here making a pass. Last pass was 2:23.66. That one looked very, very fast too. I'm going to wait for the mile an hour to pop up here on my screen. It will be the official mile an hour. 224.10, even went faster. Look at that. I think he was looking for 225, but regardless, woo! Good job, Christopher. Juan Fernandez, big, spicy run there. A 217.39 mile an hour was best so far. Mile an hour this time around was 221.35 miles an hour. Juan Fernandez with a big hit. Woo! Got Michael Rieger coming up in this beautiful yellow Corvette. It's already been a 207.7. We just witnessed. A 221 mile an hour Porsche Juan Fernandez. Michael Rieger going up against Rick Wareham. 1100 horse both. Rick's been 197.7. This is the finals, 207.7 for Michael. That's going to definitely be a run. Just watch Christopher in the nth Moto Viper with a 224 and change. The CTSV was in the finals as well, did a bye run, 218. Not 100% sure what we got going on over here. Total craziness. Pandemonium. Cats and dogs living together. I believe that's Rick Wareham. It looks like they're both choosing the near lane to us. Fastest mile an hour wins. It's not obviously not a drag race like that. So we'll wait and see what Rick's mile an hour is. We got one more Corvette to run, and we're going to just send it right over to Brooke Barini. That was a 196.08. This is in the finals. This is the secondary car it's going to run. Michael Rieger, he's been a 207.7. So he's got to beat 196 for the finals win. He's shifting it. That looked good to me. We'll wait for the mile an hour, and then I'm going to toss it right over to Brooke. So hang on just 1 second. 2:05.5 for the win. Michael Rieger. Brooke, are you ready for some interviews? I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to you right now.
All right, we are here with Kennedy Marlowe, who is now officially the fastest woman in the half mile. How does that feel?
It's a surreal feeling. It doesn't feel real.
So what did that pass feel like to you?
I mean, it was so smooth. It ran so smooth. The car just, I mean, it just took off. But I mean, a crazy feeling.
That's so awesome. So you're here with your dad, is that right?
Yep. Tag Marlowe.
That's awesome. So you two race together a lot?
We do. Actually, this will be our second event racing together.
That is so awesome. I'm sure he's super proud of you.
Big shoes to fill, but...
Hey, girl, you're doing a great job. So I've heard that you maybe not have made a lot of passes before. Can you tell me how many passes you've made?
This will maybe be what I did. Gosh, I think this is maybe 10, give or take.
10 passes, and you are the fastest woman in the half mile.
It's insane.
Absolutely crazy.
A big thing.
That is a great question. That is a great question. How much faster are you than your father?
I'm not there yet, but next, and I will.
Her dad beat her to that.
I'll be there next time. Next time I'm coming for her.
Girl, I believe you. I think you're ready to do it at any time.
Yeah, I'm ready. Shout out to Underground Racing and After Hours.
Awesome. We are.
Me to dig the grave for her now.
Oh, yeah. No, I have full faith in her. You're
on her side?
I am completely on her side.
Yeah.
Us women need to stick together. Speaking of sticking together with women, I really want to thank AZ Cycle Parts for having this women's class. It does a lot for women in the industry, so they are just awesome.
Yep. Thank you to everybody. It's amazing. It doesn't feel real.
Awesome. Thank you, Kennedy.
Yeah.
All right, great job, Brooke. Here we go. Nathan Sissio, R8, 215.9 best so far. What kind of pass? Look good, mile an hour coming up. We'll get back to Brooke here in a second for another interview. Wanted to get Nathan Sissio in. 218.34 miles an hour on that pass. Good job there. All right, you saw Sissio there get after with a 218.34 miles an hour. Nicely done. That's a new best for today in that 2,000 horsepower Sissio Performance R8. We're going to toss it over to Brooke here shortly for more interviews. Not sure who she's got coming up. I'm going to go ahead and let that go for some of these finals. As I wrap up a few things, I'll come back on for a little closeout if Jeffrey J. Hart would like. All right, everyone at home, we're getting ready. Toss it back over to Brooke Barini. She's got, I believe, Tag Marlowe coming up here. That's the other side of the father-daughter team. Of course, we just watched his daughter, proud dad moment, I'm sure. Kennedy Marlowe break the overall female world record at 243. The old
All
record
right, I'm
was
standing here with
237.
Tag Marlowe. We just interviewed your daughter. How do you feel about her win?
Wow, great accomplishment for her. I think by Abilene, she'll be going way past me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You guys are killing it. So tell me a little bit about your win now.
Fastest R8 in the world.
In the entire world, DCT.
In the world, correct. I think it's the fastest R8 in the world in the half mile.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I mean, UGR, you guys keep setting new records. You keep doing everything big. It's awesome.
It's definitely tough to overcome all the competition out here and all, but we keep doing it time and time again.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, that is great. So your teammates too, you know, you have Mark Rau here. He's pretty fast too. Are you thinking maybe you're going to try and go as fast as he's going?
That's big shoes to fill. 260 is a tough one to overcome. I don't know if I can get there, so let's push for 250 first.
I love that, 250. That's a crazy goal to say that you've gone 250.
Sure, for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tag, and congratulations, and have a wonderful rest of your time here. Thanks.
So much. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. Good job, Brooke. Really appreciate that. I'm not sure what we have coming up next as far as our next interview that we are geared up for, but fantastic job to obviously father-daughter team Teg and Kennedy Marlowe. Of course, from the underground racing camp over there, all day long, they've just been smacking the records, smacked right into the records over and over and over. So I love seeing that. Fantastic team over there. We're waiting to see who Brooke is going to snag again for another interview. I'm kind of waiting for someone to whisper in my ear what that's going to be. Meantime, you got a great view of the entire airstrip over there. You can see it on your screen. Once again, I definitely want to thank everybody for watching the Indy Airstrip Attack today. Don't forget it's brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85 and Unleaded 88. For sure, you're going to want to check us out tomorrow for more half-mile racing action live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Of course, today's broadcast produced by Revolution.com and directed by Jeffrey J. Hart. Airstrip Attack is a Revolution Shift Sector event. Brooke, I believe you got another interview for us. Hope everyone's
All
had
right,
a
well, we're here with
fantastic time. Here's
John
Brooke.
Moore, who just won his class. How do you feel?
I feel great. I've been chasing this for like 6 years. I've gotten second twice, and so this is it's really big to me. I've set some personal bests in speed and everything, and I just want to thank my wife for letting me do this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely. That is awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
well, it's a 2008 Z06. I bought it brand new, and it's set around for about...
Brand new, so you're the only owner of this car.
Yeah, I had it for like 10 years, and I decided to put a cam and heads and stuff on it. It only has 5,100 miles on it.
5,100 miles. That's amazing.
Yeah, so it was a garage queen, but now it's out getting used what it was intended for. But yeah, this has been great. Had a great time today.
Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much for talking with us, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. All right, who am I here with?
Ramey Swan.
Hi, Ramy. Very nice to meet you. So you just won your class.
Yeah, I guess I did.
You did. You absolutely did.
I didn't even know I'd be even considered, so that's a great.
So you didn't even think you were going to be competitive. Why is that?
Because I see other cars doing 200 plus miles an hour, and I didn't realize that how it all worked. So.
Well, I think that's awesome. So in the Tesla, right? So do you daily drive this car?
I do, every day.
So you mean to tell me that you drove this car here, you drive it to work, and you just won your class?
Exactly, yes.
And you're shocked? I'm not that shocked. I think that you're doing great.
They're very fast, and everybody calls me a cheater, but I mean.
I don't think that's cheating.
For the record, the announcer has been saying all day long that we got to charge between races. This baby hasn't been charged all day long.
Now listen, I've been sitting with that gentleman all day. His name's Jimmy, and I also have a Tesla. So I understand the joke. It's very funny, but thanks for being a good sport about it.
Yeah, and tell him for the record, the name is Ramey, not Rami.
Jimmy, you hear that? It's Ramey, not Rami.
He'll know that for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We won't get that one wrong. Well, congratulations again on your victory, and we'll see you at the next shift sector then.
All right, thank you. Been here every year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you the driver of this one right here? Awesome. What is your name?
Chris.
Chris. Nice to meet you, Chris. This is a beautiful car you got here, and you just won your class?
Yeah.
That is awesome. How do you feel?
Feels good.
Good. Just good?
Just good, yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
It's an nth moto, sequential transmission, twin turbo, air to water, intercooled Viper.
Awesome. I've heard nothing but good things about Nth Moto, so Well, that's great. Well, thank you for interviewing with us, and congratulations on your win.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, I have been waiting for this all day long. So let me just tell you, I am obsessed with this thing. What is your name?
John.
John?
Yep.
It's very nice to meet you, John. This might be the coolest car on the property.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's kind of unique to go this fast in a big, heavy four-door sedan for sure.
Can you tell me more about the car?
Yeah, so it's a 2009 Cadillac CTS-V. It's a twin-turbo LS-style based motor. It's pushing about 2,500 horsepower.
2,500 horsepower. That's amazing.
Yeah, and so yesterday we did race the sedan class. We won. We set the new world record at 218 miles an hour in the sedan class with it. The previous record was 213 miles an hour for like the last 6 years.
So you blew that out of the water.
So we blew it out of the water, and the second place sedan class yesterday was down like 20 miles an hour slower, so we wanted to move up today to get some more competition. So we moved up to the two-wheel drive class to race some of the faster guys, and
you took it home.
so we just, other than the Viper, which is really fast over there, it still ran pretty good today. And so like I said, the car weighs like 4,600 pounds. We're like 1,000 pounds heavier than like the Vipers and the Corvettes.
Really, 4,600 pounds? That's pretty heavy. It's going pretty fast for how heavy it is.
It is. It's real fast. It handles great, and it was awesome. Very awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Beautiful car. I've been watching you all weekend. Great job.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Take care.
Wow, there are some fast cars here. All right. Hi. CJ? CG. I remember you, CG. CG, you came up to me this morning and you were like, I'm trying to get this new record pass that I want. And you did it.
I did. I got it. I got it by 1/10.
By 1/10. How did that feel? You finally got there.
Yep, I got that monkey off my back, I guess we could call it.
Awesome. A lot. Really relieved.
Oh yeah, totally. It was just one of those moments, you know. It was great.
That is awesome. Can you tell us about your car?
Sure. 2008 Pontiac G8, and bought it brand new back in 08. Just looking for a family four-door sedan for the girls and I, my two kids. And next thing you know, a buddy said, hey, you know what we could do with this? And well, we just slowly progressed to a 427 stroker with a Magnuson 2650 E85, you know, all the stuff that everyone else puts on. And well, it's been just a great journey.
That's incredible. You said you have daughters. Were they watching you today?
No, they were both back in Michigan, but I was burning up the phone, keeping them posted on what was going on.
Well, that is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Congratulations again.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I think you're doing great, right?
I'm doing pretty all right. Second place.
So, what is your name?
Rick Wareham.
Very nice to meet you, Rick. Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
It's just a 2006, the 06 Corvette. It's just a street car. Still has AC, all the working components.
Love that. Love street cars that can race and win.
Yep. No, it did good. 197, I think, today.
Awesome. 197. Are you going to shoot for 200 next time?
Maybe with some more parts, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about adding?
A diet.
A diet. All right. I think you're doing just fine. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, and we'll see you at the next one.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yes.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
I'm Michael Rieger.
Michael, very nice to meet you. I'm going to switch places with you
Fair
real
enough,
quick.
Fair enough.
So you are the driver of this Corvette?
I am.
Awesome. And you just took home
First
place
manual class.
in manual class. Wow, manual.
Absolutely, shifting all the way to 205 miles an hour.
That's freaking awesome. I mean, this thing is killer.
I love it. It's a fresh build from Nuge Customs out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Second event for the car. Our last 6 passes all over 200 miles an hour.
Incredible. Is this your first time going over 200?
Kansas. The second pass that we even had the car complete, we did 204.
Your second pass, it was basically like a shakedown pass.
Yeah, the first pass was 187 to just shift through the gears, and then we actually got on it. And the car's been incredibly consistent and just takes the beating.
That's incredible. Is there anything else about the car that you want to tell us?
You know, I've been racing now with Shift Sector for a while, and used to race NA class, and so it was a total transformation to go twin turbo and to come back out here and to race with such a great group.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations on your win, and we'll see you at the next one.
Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, great job, Brooke Barini.
Hello,
Love
sir.
it. Did a fantastic job out there with all those interviews. Hey, just got to say, a lot of great things happened today. A lot of records fell. Two that really stick out to me, obviously, the overall half-mile world record was broken by Mark Rau, AZ Cycle Parts, 260.7 miles an hour. There's more in it. That's not a saying. That's the real deal. And obviously we got Kennedy Marlowe, also from the Underground Racing Camp, broke the overall female half-mile record. It stood at 2:37 with Jessica James. Now Kennedy Marlowe owns it at 2:43 and change in an R8 father-daughter team. So love that. Those are a couple things that really stick out. I know Brooke's got one more interview, so I'm just kind of sort of filling in the time here, but wanted to say thank you to Indiana Corn Marketing Council, of course, E85, and then Let It 88. Appreciate all that they have done for our event and this live stream. So the other thing I'd like to say is thank you. Thank you for watching at home, on your computer, wherever you're watching us. You just, you can't see it. Oh, maybe you can see it. There it is. Right. Another jet dropping. That's amazing. Look at that thing. I don't know if you can see it at home or not, so I apologize if you can't, but we just had a jet take off at the Marion Airport. So that was pretty cool. Don't see that very often. Again, we're on an active airstrip, so not sure if Brooks got this other interview lined up or not. I'm kind of waiting for that. In the meantime,
All right, we're here with Barry Malone.
Yes, that's correct.
Very nice to meet you. What did you just do today?
I got second place in the natural aspirated class, so pretty good day.
That is awesome. And this is your Corvette. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a 2007 Corvette Z06. It's an all-motor Corvette. It's a natural aspirated. It's just got the basic heads, cam, exhaust package on it. So it's about a 600-wheel car.
That is awesome. Do you street drive this thing?
Used to, but right now I just like to use it for the Shift Sector events.
That's awesome. So you come to a lot of events.
Yeah, I try to hit all of them. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, so I try to go to all the events. This is what I love to do. I love the Shift Sector organization and just running down here in a safe environment.
I love to hear that. It is a great place to be. Anything else you want to tell us about your car or your win?
No, it's a 3-day event. I got first yesterday, so that's good. Today I got second, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Maybe another first in there.
That's what I'm going to try to do. Make sure I don't miss a gear this time.
Well, there you go, Barry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You bet.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
all right, great job once again, Brooke. Appreciate all the help. Great interviews, fantastic day. Once again, just kind of doing a simple recap. I'll leave you with this. There's more in the game tomorrow. I know Mark Rau, AZ Cycle Parts, is likely coming back to swing again for his own world record. He's the first person to 260 miles an hour. Of course, Underground Racing has owned that record in the Drag 965 car for some time, piloted by none other than Casey Howarth. Done a fantastic job there. I would say, Mark Rau, congratulations, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow. For now, though, I think everybody over in Underground Racing is going to be celebrating. There's also some other things that stand out. Jessica Hassing in the Mustang at 210 miles an hour. So, I mean, it was just a great day. And, you know, FYI, that's just kind of the gear up for tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow is when everybody swings for the fences, so you're not going to want to miss that. So definitely come back, check us out. You can find us where you are right now. And, of course, I want to thank everyone for watching the Indy Airstrip Attack, brought to you by the Indiana Corn Marketing Council, E85, and Unleaded 88. You want to check us out tomorrow for more half-mile racing action live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And, of course, today's broadcast was produced by Revolution and directed by Jeffrey J. Hart. Airstrip Attack is a Revolution and Shift Sector event. I'm Jimmy Shaberg, and we'll see you tomorrow for more half-mile airport racing. Thanks again.